episode 4 time. Oh, we're here. We are here. Alright. I'm not late today. Lariel, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Hello. Hello to you. How has the day been for you? And also King. Okay, I pull up, King says. His infamously last words. No one ever heard from King ever again. And that's all she wrote. So, good job, King. But no, hello everyone. We're gonna play some Counterside today. It's been a while since we played this one, so we've got a lot of stuff to do. And by a lot of stuff, I mean just a few things to go over. Caught up on some anime. Honestly, I've also been I've been tempted to sit down and watch some anime. Maybe like not stream a few days just to watch anime, but I haven't done that. I kind of don't think I will because I keep up to date with my anime kind of through clips enough. I know the ending of most animes, even through just clips. It's definitely a way of following anime. Looking at the anime list right now. Honestly, anime is a bit up there, isn't it? Oh my god, Kimetsu no Yaiba, dude. Oh, dude, that's so great. Damn, there's a lot of good animes coming out soon, hey? Ancient Magus Bride Season 2. This year, April. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good one. And what else? You got everything else is kind of mid, actually. Kimetsu no Yaiba is the middest show I've ever heard. I'm gonna say it right now. But yeah, caught up on some anime. Nice, nice. I spent some time today eating a leek and chicken pie. I think I think it was a pie actually. I can't quite remember. I ate something that contained chicken and leek, and I'm not sure if it was a pie or not. But that's what happened. Oh, a purple, incredible. Unfortunate. And then I woke up. I woke up pretty late today. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But it's fine. It is what it is. True and real. Too many. No, there's just something about Attack on Titan. I mean, what is it? Demon Slayer? I thought Kimetsu no Yaiba was Attack on Titan for just a split second. There's something about Demon Slayer. That's not quite it. But regardless, let's focus on Counterside for now, right? A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff that I like. I didn't know a lot of these women were being playable, right? Let me switch over to this. I didn't know a lot of these women were playable. Where are they? Who's this? Carmen? Carmen, and why is she very attractive? What's up with this? A cello? A cat woman with a cello. Come on. Like, no sound effects? I guess I've got the music turned off, that's why. What does she do, though? Carmen plays with instruments and deals damage. Plays a corrupting condensers that after she lands a critical, her next basic attack will heal all others for 2% of their max HP. So you just want to be able to crit with her. You just want to crit with her. Attack speed for 3 seconds for herself when landing a crit. That's pretty cool. Performs a powerful stroke with a bow to generate note. When a note collides with the enemy, it will explode, inflicting damage. Allies within the note will be granted a buff that recovers 20% of their max HP over 1 second. And that's not that crazy. Oh, but no, you can get 3 stacks of this. Wait, 20% of their max HP over 1 second. What the fuck? Nullify debuff added to buff. Then ultimate plays a contrabass solo that heals all allies for 40% of their max over 5 seconds. Afterwards, She'll damage all enemies 3 times, removing 1 non-permanent buff from the target with the last hit. Ally COs regain an additional 10% of max HP after the performance ends. Uh-huh. Sounds great. She's hot. That's that. Next one, Revenant. Is this one new or something? Because she's just... no, wait, no, she has her story thing, so I guess not, right? She's got a bike. I don't know. I don't really like her. She's got a... it's a Tommy gun? Is that a Tommy gun? No, it's just an SMG, I think. It's like a Mac 10 or some shit. I don't fucking know. What does she do? What is she? A supporter. Every 10 seconds... no, that's a skill. Deal damage to a single target, SMG. Every 10 seconds, throw a Gronian grenade at the closest enemy. Pardon me. To do an enhanced attack. Enemies hit by the enhanced attack deal 1% less anti-soldier damage for 4 seconds, max 10 stacks, based on the number of individual multi-unit soldiers deployed. Multi-units are units that have XN in their name, summons excluded. Sure. Very niche. Deploys a tactical field that generates a barrier of equal to 30% of the max HP to allied multi-unit soldiers, excluded, and become immune to hit stun for blah, blah. Increases allied multi-unit soldiers attack by... yeah, probably not. Probably not this one, eh? Revenant kind of cringe. And then Sheena. Do you know why carrots are orange? No, but Hershriviata, please do tell me before I greet you to the stream. Please do tell me why carrots are orange. Whilst I look at Shenna here, which is a sniper. A violin sniper. How does she attack? Can I view that? Can I view her attack? Hold up. Before we look at it, kid, I just want to see how she attacks. Sorry, where's the sniper, eh? Why is she a sniper? That's interesting that she's a sniper. She's good for soldier comps. I'm assuming you're talking about what's her face, Revenant. I no doubt she's good for something, but it's like niche, right? Shenna. She's hot. So, Shenna. Swings a sword, inflicts AoE damage. Okay, it's AoE. Passive skill, for every 7 critical hits, generate a musical note with while dealing minor AoE damage, also inflicted by skill damage. 2 targets in front, dealing 4 basic hit attacks after the first note is created, will detonate all notes to inflict AoE. Okay, so crit damage build, crit rate, crit damage character, probably. Repeatedly stabs at the enemies in front, dealing AoE damage. Perfect evasion for 5 seconds after skill, okay. Plays reality-bending music to inflict AoE damage, decreases afflicted target's speed by 10 for 8 seconds. The final note creates 2 musical notes, stacks with passive skill level 5 effects. Oh, that's kind of cool. Sure, she's right? She sounds good. If you did a sniper, I might roll on her just because she's hot, but then again, Carmen is hotter, so what are you gonna do? What's this? We apologize. Apology accepted. What are these things? Just random rewards, eh? No super juice rewards, nothing crazy. Carrot weren't orange back before the 17th century. They were red, purple, and yellow, but due to chemical compound occurred, carrot were bred orange in Holland, and now all carrots are orange. I don't think so. I disagree with that. I actually disagree with that all. Check out the A unit. Yeah. Maestra Nikita. A tower unit. Where is it? I like the musical themed kind of patch. A bunch of music characters. This is due to carrot being a vegetable that survives above ground with carotenoids instead in the ground. Carrots aren't real, actually. I thought you knew that. Carrots aren't real. If you actually look up the history of carrots, they were only created 24 years ago. So yeah. Okay, listen, Maestra Nikita over here looks great. Great looking character, hey? A composer, if you will. Maestra? Isn't it, I get Maestra? It's Elysium Philharmonic. It's an awakened tower. Oh, I think my headset. She's got no stats. No attack, only defense and HPA. Fair enough. What do you do, though? She does this. When Maestro Nikita is deployed near the ship and moves forward while ignoring enemies, while at least one of her performer is on the field, she grants all enemies on the battlefield, excluding bosses, a stack of Requiem of the Dead every 8 seconds. Each stack decreases HP by 0.1%, 0.4 in Gauntlet per second. This stack stacks up to 10%. So you can reduce the enemy's HP by 1%. That's alright, I guess. Grants it every 6 seconds. Just the speed increase? What? Just to what? Speed increase to what? Just this ability? Her? Who knows? Passive skill, a certain distance summons an additional performer. Each performer adds attack minus something and damage taken amp plus something and incoming healing negative in order of to the Requiem of the Dead effect. These additional effects are also applied to bosses. Ah. So it's kind of like she's what's that word I'm looking for here? She's very synonymous. I don't fucking know. Godly debuffer. It seems that way actually, because if each stack of you can stack that up to 10, so they get minus 1% HP or decrease HP max HP by 1%, and they get what decrease attack by 15 and total damage taken by 15, which is quite good. Becomes immune for 5 seconds when HP is 50%. Kind of tankiness there. Passive skill, Elysium Philharmonic. Can't be affected by stun, sleep, confusion, knockback, hit stun, decreased attack speed, incoming healing is decreased by 50%. Ally Elysium Philharmonic members, excluding herself, are granted 5% attack and 10% crit, and generate additional note when casting special skill. Jesus Christ, so if you just combo her with the Philharmonic characters, you just get big wombo combo? No? It can only be cast at the center of the field. Adds 5 stacks of Requiem of the Dead. Increases the effect by 1.4 times after casting. Teleports near the ship. Stops from moving forward and granting stacks of Requiem of the Dead while becoming immortal for 25 seconds. When the state of immortality ends, Requiem of the Dead effect is cancelled. So it just kind of juices. It's like a juiced out version. When she enters the middle of the field, she just does a juiced up version of everything else. Okay. So she sounds great. But what, you need like you need these motherfuckers or some shit? Is that how it works? You need these ones? Carrot not called orange because it never existed in the color of orange before. Thus, when oranges, the fruit, first appeared, oranges get the orange name and carrot remained carrot even though it turned orange. That is true. That is word for word true, actually. I agree with that. I agree with that one. I'm done now. By the way, how are you, even? Virgil, welcome to the stream. How are you, and Virgil, welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're having great days. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Absolutely kicking the bucket soon, actually. Oh god, pardon me again. What do we do a 10 roll on this one? I can do 2 10 rolls, boys. I think. Downside for Awakened Ministra is to her ult is that she needs to hit the middle of the map for it to active. Ministra. You mean Maestra? You mean this lady? Because Ministra is the black and red lady, right? Check out her gameplay. Yeah. Right. You mean Maestra, by the way? Because Ministra, I don't think she needs to do that. Oh my god, she's massive. So these are the stacks of Requiem of the Dead? What is she doing? Do some rolls since I'm here. Your streamer luck might activate. It will definitely not activate. I haven't had streamer luck since my inception. She seems cool. Yeah, so you're just looking at the debuffs. But there is no kind of animation for her to debuff. Like, you don't see her actually apply it. Oh. Yeah, they got max stacks now, eh? I like her style, though. I like the visuals. Yeah, let's roll on her. Why not, eh? I got, what, 10 rolls? 10? No, I got 20. I got 20 rolls, boys. Surely we get it, right? No? I don't think we've rolled and gotten an awakened unit at all, right? So surely within these rolls here, surely? What are the actual chances? Give me a minute. I've actually never rolled on it and looked at the chances. It's 1%. Easy. Easy 1%. Here it is, boys. Watch this. And there it is. Shit. Well, you know, no one's ever gotten anything on their first roll in the day, right? And so if I don't get it, it's all her Shivyata's fault, right? Another one? Another one? Bam. Here, oh yeah, I saw the achievement. Here it is. Big one. I saw the achievement pop up. Motherfucker. Well, we tried. We tried, boys. And unfortunately, nothing. Good nothing. We also got a 10er on this one. Who's cooler, Shenna or Carmen? Shenna or Carmen? I don't really want this lady. She's kind of... She gives me bad vibes. I like Shenna. Weird outfit though. Carmen though. Healer. Cat. Yon... Carmen. Nothing? Okay, I guess today is just not my day, eh? What the fuck are you? Oh my god, I thought that was fuck that. That's such a bad fucking blacked out art. Holy crap, it looks terrible. Oh no. Who are you? Nayuka Minato. Nanahara family. Nanahara. Alright, well, boys, I think I'm gonna quit this game now. We didn't get a character, and it's just it's a terrible feeling to not get a character when you really want one. So we're gonna wrap it over there, eh? No. There's this character as well. Can we actually inspect this character in any way? Is there a way to like inspectalize them? Moors, demon. He looks fucking dope. I have to go to the fucking collection. Where could he be? Down the bottom. She was added Oz 4 friends. Yeah, she doesn't have any friends. What are you talking about? The Elysium guys. Where the fuck would Moors be? Lara Yeager. Oh my god, it's Eren Yeager's sister. Incredible. She's just a tower though. Who are you? No. Where is Moors? Moors is a demon. Yeah, look at this fucking unit, dude. Look at this unit. Hey, what's up, Levi? Welcome to the stream. This is fucking cool. He's sick. It's actually a she, I'm pretty sure. From what I understand. Moors is a defender. Increases her HP and defense when any ally dies. It's actually a her. Oh, you see this breastplate, dude? You see this breastplate? There's breasts in there. By the way, yesterday was Dawei to B-Day, but they didn't give Crystal Mihoyo stingy. Mihoyo is cringe. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's fucking dope. Who else was today? This one? No, that's just Horizon. No. I think that's everything, right? No other new guys? Nothing new. There's this thingy, the Operation whatever the fuck. I don't know how to start this, but there's that thing. And I think that's everything, right? That's everything that's new. Nothing actually too crazy today. Well, actually, I don't even know what the patch day was today. Can't remember. Nothing crazy. We didn't get shit. God damn, this game is a scam. Oh?
Don't worry and be yourself.
Yep. Thanks, Maury Calliope. Don't worry. Be yourself. Don't worry. Be yourself. Let's do some dailies and then we'll get right into the story, eh? We've got a bit of a big story coming up. Huh? Max unit limit reached. I have to... Yeah, get rid of that shit. How much space is it? We, like, freed up no slots. Oh, dude. I don't want to have to refine them again. There's so many characters and I just don't feel like refining it. Alright, we'll get into the story. We'll do dailies another year. Where is it? Mainstream episode 4. Look at this ominous looking episode. Terracide 1. And then Terracide 2, and then Terracide 3, and then Terracide 4. Look at that. Incredible. And then Stormbringer. Bro, what's his name again? What's his name? Jake Walker. Jake Walker. Round of applause for Jake. Incredible performance by that man by that day. Holy crap. No streamer luck today. Listen, I don't think I've actually ever personally had streamer luck. Like, that's an unironic statement. I don't think I've ever had streamer luck. You know what I mean? Streamer luck is just winning, and I don't think I've ever won. You know what I mean? Like, you guys hear what I'm saying? You guys feel what I'm putting down? I just don't feel like a W has ever been within my grasp. Yeah. End of story. Yeah. Yeah. Boruto: The Next Generation Part 1 finale airs on Sunday, by the way. Cat, that wasn't winning yesterday, that's for sure. Exactly, Levi's on the same page as me. Look, you got Hershra finale a few days ago, 2 of them. That's, honestly, the character stinks. The character stinks. My opponent is stronger than her. No cap. No capations. She stinks, dude. Like rotten tomatoes. Alright, let's start. Here we go, boys. The prologue. We're going into story mode. We haven't read words since yesterday. Oh, dude, I just cracked my fucking chest plate. Holy crap. I think I might have to go to the hospital. Oh. Oh. Just heard like a pop in your chest and you ever think you're dying? That's crazy. Jane Doe is on the run, boys. Jamie Doe is on the run. After her! Corner her. What's up, Jane? How's it going? How's your day been? Huff huff. Oh my. I get I'm the only lady at the party, but boys, one at a time. Oh my god, Jane, they're here for what you're selling. Jane, they're only here for what you've got on sale. You can't expect me to dance with all of you at once. Oh, stop her. Left side, right side, jump up and down. The target is alone. Overwhelm the target with our numbers. Don't let her slip out. Get moving. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Who knew being popular would be such a hassle? 1 shot in the leg, 2 in the arms, and 1 in the ass. No bikinis for me this summer, I guess. Oh my god, the replacer queen. I'd worry more about staying alive than your summer plans, Jane Doe. I'm sure you didn't expect that to work on me. Was that your idea of a polite greeting, perhaps? Well, I'm sort of the gal who has to see it to believe it, you know? Well, whatever floats your boat. Now that you've seen it for yourself, can we start wrapping this up, please? Oh, don't be such a wet blanket, your majesty. For old time's sake, maybe you could give me a free pass. Who's got time for all this bickering anyway? Honestly, I'd bicker around with the replacer queen. You know, don't want to be that guy, but I'd bicker around here and there. What's up with this sleeve, though, bro? What the fuck is happening here? What is up? Whoa, whoa, whoa. The longer you look at this image, the longer you have to question what the fuck's happening. Jeez, bro, her hand. Fucking hell. It's like that scene in Harry Potter where where Harry's hand goes like fucking all jelly. They cast that jelly spell on his hand. He's like Jellius Maximus, and his hand goes all fucking limp or arm. That's what's happening right here with her fucking hand. Jesus Christ. I'm sure would have if you didn't get so nosy in the first place. It's too bad, really, though. You were the one of the good ones around here, or so I thought, until it turned out that you're a little rat. Little rodent. Still, that was pretty impressive for an ordinary human being. So you give up already, would you? If you surrender now, I'll try my best to keep you alive, but if you refuse, I don't need to elaborate, do I? Sorry, as much as I appreciate your offer, I'll have to pass. Giving up isn't really my sort of thing, you see. If I knew you'd go to this extent, perhaps I should have done away with that fellow back then. I'm surprised, really. I didn't take you for the sort of girl who'd risk her life for a man. Man? Fuck off, dude. Men? Fuck that. Jesus. Well, that's because you've never met a real man. Huh. Perhaps you're right. I've got eyes on the target. Sector B17, corridor number 2. Get ready to surround her again. We can't lose her this time. Replace a trooper. Looks nothing like her. I apologize for the inconvenience, my queen. We'll take it from here. Unless you've got other plans, of course, in that case. No, it's fine. Do your jobs. I can't say I'd prefer it this way, but I guess we have no choice. Kill her. The target breached the window and she fell off the building. Check the ground right away. We have to find her body. A vehicle just picked up the target and ran off. It seems like they've been waiting for her. You idiots. What the hell are you doing? Well, of course she wouldn't make it so easy. Apologies, ma'am. We never imagined she'd jump from the 6th floor. But jumping from this height with her gun wounds, I doubt she'll make it. Oh no, her name's Jane Doe. Should we pursue her? Oh, that won't be necessary. The Replacer King chimes in. Ooh. Variables like these are what we keep fate interesting. What keep fate interesting. The notion that every variable can be controlled with limited resources and manpower is nothing but hubris. That won't stop all the other grains of sand slipping through the fingers. It's the Commander-in-Chief. Commander? You mean Deputy Commander? Yes, sir, Deputy Commander. Are you sure we don't need to pursue them? Don't worry, I wouldn't want you to spill your friend's blood yourself when it's not even necessary. I understand you two were quite close, unless I am mistaken. Well, never mind, sir. Please issue your guidance for the next step. Okay, so Replacer Queen and Jane Doe were friends, and Replacer King is that black guy in the chair? Damn. I love coffee, dude. Holy crap. I wish I had, like, a sippy cup of coffee just, like, on my ceiling, just funneling it into my mouth. We might be rushing a bit of schedule, but since we've collected most of the pieces of the puzzle, we'd better start moving towards our true goal. Though we haven't secured the alternative factors. Wouldn't it be too hasty to proceed with the plan already? It's alright, my adjutant. The alternative factor is only one of many possibilities. There's no need to tie ourselves down to just one solution when there are many where there may be better forces in action. You mean the new synthetic factor that Nayuban fellow provided? Granted, the power that far exceeds what we've been after, though. But I still have my doubts. That man is too dangerous. Accepting his help may turn out to be a fatal mistake. Of course, but nothing can be gained without a little risk, eh? Don't fret so much over this. Everything is going according to plan, and we have many plans. If you say so. Understood? Very good. The time has come to protect the world, or rather, humanity. Execute Operation Terrorcide. Execute Order 66. How's that one go again? Didn't do it. That's that guy, right? He said that line. Execute Order 66 is the do it guy. Oh yeah, we have to enter in Mortal Kombat. Let's do reform the team. Make her the leader. Actually, no. Well, oh fucking no. It doesn't matter actually in the end, right? Oh my god, we're back at the characters. Care for a beverage, Mina? No, thank you. I'm not thirsty. How about a meal then? The cafeteria has something tasty on the menu. Well, I appreciate the offer, but I've got an operation in just 10 minutes. Wow. So, something wrong with that? Well, I wouldn't say there's anything wrong. It's just that I don't think you've eaten anything. I'm not hungry. I'll grab a bite once I get back. Sure. That is by far the strangest way to commit suicide I've ever seen. Look here, rookie. You'll get yourself killed like that. Who said anything about dying? I'm perfectly fine. Well, you've been on over 20 missions this week alone. That includes outside contractor jobs. You're out there fighting 3 times a day. Are you saying that's normal? This isn't trench warfare, you know. People don't even fight this hard during wartime. Well, stop being reckless and cool your head. I've just done this time. I just don't have the time right now. I'll let you finish nagging me when I get back, Commander. And she runs away. Hey, stop there. Incredible. Incredible. I know how this story's gonna go. I can predict it already. The Replacer King is gonna end up being the main bad guy. Oh my god, what is that? No? We're gonna fight the Replacer King at the end of this story. Or at least the Replacer Queen. Whichever one seems like less in power. And Jane Doe is going to play a crucial part in this whole story. She's actually going to be the crux of the situation. Huff huff. Damn it, I can't take this anymore. Hey, you think that you're a hotshot just because you're a counter? You can't just rush in recklessly like that. You almost got us all killed. I know we're just mercenaries, but even we know when to go with the operation plans. You can't just go pick a fight whenever you see a corrupted object. You're not even that good. Do you think you're invincible just because you're a counter? We're just regular people with guns, goddammit. What are you staring at? Great, now you're spacing out. If you've got a death wish, go somewhere else to get yourself killed. Stop making things difficult for the rest of us. Oh, shut up. Shut your mouth. If you're a mercenary, just focus on fighting to earn your keep. Stop slowing me down. What? If you can't do that, just go hide somewhere or get out of here. I don't have time to argue with you. So now Yumina begins her fucking villain arc? Jesus Christ. Stop right there. Stop right there. You've disobeyed the law. What the? What are you all doing here? Didn't we get a new job request? You're back, Mina. We need to talk. Sorry, Vice President. If it's not about a mission, I'd rather take a rain check. I've got another op coming up, so I'm a bit preoccupied. I'll hear you out after I come back. No, we have to do this now. But that's an order. Alright, great. Fine, what is it? I've got a mission. As always, this takes priority. Shiyoon will provide support. Wow, you must have lured another sucker with a big bankroll if you're this serious about it. What do you need me to do? You two must go to an amusement park right now. Oh, they're going on a date. Incredible. Alright, we're beginning the, what is it called? The beach episode. This is the beach episode of the anime. Where the main characters all go on like a beach date or something, an amusement park date. And, there's a bit of funny, silly goose times. Silly goose time. Alright, fair enough. Oh, lovely weather we're having. There's tons of people out here today too. It's a weekday, so it's still crowded. I guess they don't have to go to work, huh? What the heck am I even doing here with you? Following orders, I guess. I mean, it may seem strange, but aren't all of our missions? This is a waste of time. I'm going back. By the way, the Vice President said you'll be fired if you leave the park before it closes today. What's that woman up to? Well, no need to frown now. How about we go on a ride since we're here anyway? I heard that they've got pretty infamous roller coaster here. What's it called again? 108 spins from hell? I'm not a big fan of rides. They got less scary rides here too. Bumper cars, for instance. I'm not scared of them, I just don't like them. I mean it. Forget it. Go ahead, I'll hear you out. Pardon? They sent you here with me so you can give me a lecture, no? Why else would they make you tag along? Well, I suppose the leadership may have had that in mind, but I don't really feel like it. It's your life, you should be the one deciding what to do with it. But if you'd like to talk, I'd be happy to lend an ear. Well, you don't really need to. What should we talk about, though? How about Truth or Dare? Truth or Dare, the ultimate battle fueled by love and desire. The perfect means of facilitating conversations for socially awkward. What are we, in junior high? I'm not interested. Fine, I'll start. I said I'm not playing. Well, go with the classic to get us started. Do you have a crush on anyone at the company? Incredible question. Incredible question. No. How disappointing. Okay, that was the practice question. Let's move on. Next question. What kind of folks were your parents? How many times do I have to tell you? What? Why would you ask me something like that? Well, I've been digging through your personal files and trying to stalk you generally to learn more about you. The only thing I could find on your family was your older sister in the hospital. Apparently I couldn't find anything about your dead parents, most likely. And all I got from that was her name. And I couldn't find anything else on your parents and other family members. It's as if they never existed. Fascinating, huh? I mean, it's not like you're some sort of super spy from movies, huh? Are you insane? Why are you going through my personal files? My parents and family are none of your business. If you want to talk about family that much, just talk about yours. Oh, but I really don't have much to say about my parents, other than the fact that they were murdered. Both of them. Oh, what? What do you mean? I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What happened? Oh, it's okay. It was a long time ago. I barely remember any of it now. So, was it a robbery? Did they catch the culprit? Well, you see... What's that? What's what? It looks like a ship, indeed, but is it me or is that thing about to crash right here? Watch out! Oh? Oh, it's the replacers. Help! Are you okay, Shiyoon? Well, thanks to you. How about you, though? I don't think I broke anything. What the heck is going on here? A ship crashed in the middle of the city. Tell me about it. I wonder if this counts as a traffic accident. I hope I can file a claim for insurance coverage. I hear it's vital to get treatment to prevent PTSD from these things. Comedy Central over here from Shiyoon. Insurance, dude. I'd love to get some insurance. Mina, are you listening? I don't know about that insurance money, but it sure looks like we can cash in on this. CEOs, where did they come from? Mina! Mina, it's too dangerous to rush in all by yourself! Mina! Does Shiyoon awaken in this chapter? That would be kind of cool. Alright, go team. Kill them. I think I could actually level up my Orca soon, or like tier her up. I think I was first of all focusing on Shiyoon, but I think Orca will probably prove a bit more useful at like right now in the early days. Shiyoon seems like a cringe lord. Mina, you're supposed to be on vacation right now. Actually, the VP even arranged for you to come to an amusement park. Running into battle like that defeats the purpose. Let's leave this to whichever task force has jurisdiction here. Jesus Christ. Wouldn't it be more constructive for us to enjoy a few rides while we still can? I never even asked to go to amusement park in the first place. You go enjoy yourself if you want. I've got my hands full with CEOs as it is. Just as I thought, this is a typical symptom of PTSD. This is exactly why I recommend a psychiatric counseling session over an amusement park. Don't treat me like some crazy person. I'm perfectly fine. I mean, PTSD is something that can happen to anyone, especially those who are repeatedly exposed to acutely shocking incidents in a short time of frame, like you. Didn't Bishop say that you didn't always have such a rough personality? I think the change in your personality is some sort of defense mechanism triggered by your awakening collapse. That's enough. Who says I got traumatized? Think I'd even bat an eye at that crap? She was going to die anyway. If anything, she has already, or was already long dead as far as I knew. That thing wasn't the real Narei, or my friend. Don't you see that thing? I mean, You okay? Forget it, just get out of here if you're not going to help. I'm going to finish cleaning up the rest of them. My body! Help! What's going on? What is this? Oh. His awaken took a while. I have no idea what you mean by that, but fair enough. I already have his awakened at 100, so... I'm kind of almost there. I just don't think I like his awakened. It's not overly interesting. That hurts! My hand is hurting. Monsters, what are you talking about? That person's a monster. Shiyoon, are you seeing this? Everyone's acting weird. It appears to be a case of acute corruption syndrome, but that's odd. These sort of things only happen when the CSE level reaches 4 or above. At this rate, everyone will become a corrupted object. I suppose you're well aware of that already with your sister. Oh, shut up. Besides, this place is supposed to be a stable CSE level. It's nowhere near CSE level 4. There's no way these folks could be suffering from corruption syndrome. If I had to guess, that thing looks suspicious to me. The massive thing that's planted into the ground? Yeah, fair enough. You mean that ship? The CEOs and the acute corruption syndrome all appeared right after that ship crashed. The correlation is uncanny. It simply can't be a coincidence. Plus, look at how the surviving sailors are moving. They're all gathering around that ship. As if they're trying to protect something. Can't be a certain ship, but that ship, it probably has something to do with what's happening. Incredible deduction skills. Well, what are we waiting for? Sorry, we should smash that thing with the bits right away. Like I said, can't be certain. Besides, there's no guarantee that smashing the ship will solve anything. You can't just bulldoze your way through every problem like that. Oh, yep. Hear me out first. Incredible. Oh my, she really is a handful, isn't she? Worse yet, I've got this ominous feeling. I've got a bad feeling about this one. Mina's gonna smash it, it's gonna cause many more problems, she's gonna go into post-traumatic stress disorder, shock or whatever, and she's gonna have some sort of a heart attack, go into a mental breakdown, and go into rehabilitation. God dang. I'm gonna level up my Orca as well. Just because I want to, really. Incredible. Minasan. Are you alright? Just police officer, no name? Man's got broad ass shoulders, what the fuck? Man's shoulders are wide as hell. Thanks to you, we were able to repel the COs and get folks to the hospital. We can't thank you enough. Oh, it's nothing. Besides, I think you'd want to thank Mina here instead of me. She's the one who rushed in blindly. Isn't that right? Oh, don't be ridiculous. I was just trying to make some money, I'm assuming. Oh, Mina. You must be exhausted from all the fighting. Anyway, it looks like everything's under control now. May we be excused, officer? Of course. Everyone's symptomatic was transported to the hospital, and the rest of the civilians have been evacuated. Now we have to deal with the remains of that ship. I'm sure the task force in charge here will take care of that. Sure, but we haven't been able to get in touch with the task force for this area. I'm afraid it'll take a bit of time to wrap this up. What's wrong? Is there a problem? Look over there. Are you seeing this, Shiyoon? Yes, Mina, I can see it. Oh my, now that's a shocker. The ship is regenerating itself. No visual? No visuals, fair enough. Oh my god, we get, who is this? Evelyn Keller. Incredible. Evelyn Keller. Orca Realm is a beast no matter what game mode you deploy her. And that's exactly why I want to level her up, more so than Awaken a Shiyoon. Emergency alert! All units expect counter-corruption warfare units to withdraw from the site. Double check to see if there are any civilians left in the area. What about the task force? Still no word. Well, we did manage to get in touch just now. Then what are you waiting for? Tell them to get here pronto. But they're saying they can't come right away. Apparently there are incidents taking place in another location as well. Regeneration! Something tells me the more appropriate way to describe this is like rewinding of time. What should we do? Do we have to smash it apart again? I've got a better idea. What is it? We could just run away. As Sun Tzu said, if all else fails, retreat. This isn't the time to kid around. Man's got a point though. Sun Tzu did say that. Let me go get it. Wait, maybe I can find that quote. Give me just one. My Art of War book here by Sun Tzu. If I quickly... Now, that's a pretty good quote. If I try to look for it here, if all else fails, it's a pretty short one. If you know neither yourself nor the enemy, you'll never be victorious. That's okay. If all else fails... Maybe it's at the back, right? Because if everything else fails... No. Damn. Did Sun Tzu really say that? Did Sun Tzu really say that? Is Shiyoon lying? The victorious leader plans for many eventualities before the battle. A defeated leader plans for only a few. Yeah. Probably somewhere in here. Yeah. I couldn't find it, but he might have said it. Cannot confirm nor deny. Oh well. I was hoping to see the quote, but fair enough. Shiyoon says he said it, then he must have said it. What? Like I said, this sector is not within our jurisdiction. Engaging in combat here is strictly against the regulations. That sort of violation would be punished with the seizure of our rewards at best. Worse, they could sue the entire company. We're already on thin ice with whatever we've done here. What do you mean? You never mentioned anything like that before. That's because we had a backing of a well-connected client like Sylvia. The administration didn't exactly have the moral high ground then either. But the situation is very different this time. It's not like we're trapped in here and there's a traitor in the local task force. And of course, based on the principle of individual emergencies, we may be permitted to intervene. But taking responsibility for that is an entirely different matter. If we get to knee deep into this without clearer information, we might just make things worse. How do you plan to manage these things then? But, besides, take a look around you, Mina. Don't you feel something strange is at play here? I'm talking about this ominously familiar ambiance. Yeah, come to think of it, I have felt something sticky in the air for a while now. I thought it was just in my head. But it's sort of like when we dove into the counterside. Precisely. And this vibe has been growing more potent ever since that ship regenerated. We got ourselves a mysterious self-healing ship, mass corruption syndrome with unknown causes, and the sensation of the counterside here in our reality. No matter how optimistic I try to be, there's no way the two of us can handle this sort of situation. Remember what you said the first time we met? You said you're here to make money. There's no more money to be made here. It's not even our responsibility. Try to be reasonable, Mina. Fleeing is the only sensible course of action here. Fine, I understand. But then I don't, because I just blew up. What was that? That is a familiar face. I can't see through the dust. Did someone you know show up? I'm afraid so. It looks like it's too late to flee now. This lady, Regenerated Knight. Took me a while to figure out who it was. First round of destructive activities by Terracide Immortal Terminal detected. Assessing cause. Is that what I think it is? Looks like it. We definitely took it down last time, but somehow it's come back to life. Replacer Knight. Assessment complete. 2 counts of highly dangerous hostile logged in legacy memory detected. Commencing removal of risk factors immediately. But something feels different about her this time. It's as if she's become a completely different person. Save the guesswork for later, man. We've got it coming for us. Replacer stuff is what? Is everyone going to have a regenerated form? Pfft, cringe. That's actually cool attacks there, whatever she did. She's what? She's a chakram user? A disc user? What is that? That looks fucking dope. I guess that's a sniper. She seems like Honkai Adam if he wasn't fully motivated by his paycheck. I don't think so. There's pretty much no similarities between them. Still waiting for Replacer Knight Rearm? Is this what it would be like? Is this what the Replacer Rearm would be? Is the Regenerated Knight? That's kind of cool. Then again, that impossible because she's dead. I guess that is an impossibility. A bunch of slashes. Shiyoon, you okay? Well, looks like I'm still breathing, more or less. Damn that scumbag, it seems to have grown even stronger than last time. Well, we did have the Master and the Alt Squad with us back then, rather. But of course we'll struggle with just 2 of us. I see. If they could inflict this much damage on me, even with the support of the Terracide system, the previous version of the Knight wouldn't have stood a chance indeed. Oh. Hey, stripper girl, what's your deal this time? What are you plotting here? Don't answer that. I couldn't care less about your evil schemes anymore. I'm sick and tired of you replacer people. It's all for the best, really. If you're here, that must mean that the Syndicate was behind everything that went down. Sorry, Shiyoon, I honestly don't get how all of this jurisdiction and regulation crap works. I could turn a blind eye to the CEOs for now, but I can't just sit back and do nothing when there is a replacer in sight. Mina! You come at me, you slutty scumbag, eh? Hey, yo, whoa. I'll crush you, in some way, shape, or form with my sword. There appears to be a discrepancy from the information provided by the source body. While the subject was said to be the data did not indicate this level of aggression. No matter. My mission is to safeguard the Terracide terminal. Engaging in combat for the mission is inconsistent with my fundamental nature. There's no reason to decline a challenge to fight. If anything, this is something I would ask for. What are you mumbling about, then? If you're not going to come, I'll come to you. Stand down, knight. The king? Obviously not. As you said, The Knight's mission is to safeguard, not destroy. Oh, you're here already. Talk about a wet blanket. The opponent possesses potential power enough to destroy our sources. Engaging in unnecessary combat with such adversaries would not only be a waste of the system's energy, but also does not aid in accomplishing our true objective. Why does this always happen? That's it. Isn't that... No way. It's Naray. You present a valid point, I therefore accept, but let me make one thing clear. Our sources did not seem to get along in the first place, and I don't anticipate I will find you much more amiable either, Bishop. That does not bother me. I trust you feel likewise. But of course, I thought this might be the case when I saw the Knight, but who knew I'd be right? Naray! She's not dead? It can't be. It just can't be true. Well, snap out of it, Mina. You've seen the replacer Bishop die yourself. There's no way she'd still be alive. But she's right there in front of me! What's wrong, Bishop? Something on your mind? It's nothing. I recommend we immediately depart for the next location for installing the Terracide terminal. Okay. But she's right there in front of me! Fuck off, Mina. What a main character thing to do. Oh my god, it's my friend that I saw die 20 years ago. They're standing right in front of me. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Get a grip, huh? Get a grip. So, you're back. Looks like you don't know how to have fun either. Really, I thought I maintained a pretty good work-life balance. I wasn't talking about you, though. Welcome back, Mina and Mr. Shiyoon. I go out of my way to give you guys a break, and you still manage to mess things up. Huh. Incredible performance. A violation of jurisdiction. I'm not even surprised by this sort of thing anymore. Let's say you just didn't know better. Mina, but Shiyoon, you could have stopped her. Well, that's not fair, ma'am. I tried my best to persuade her. According to Coven Company regulations, you're only allowed to invoke that argument when you've got results to show for it. Don't forget that. That's enough lecturing for now. For better or for worse, the task force that has jurisdiction over there seems too preoccupied to press charges on this matter. I had a feeling that would be the case, though. But just moments ago, the administration officially issued a global emergency alert. The mysterious ships you two saw appeared all over the world. Not only did multiple CEOs accompany those ships, but we've also seen acute cases of corruption syndrome with unknown causes. Do we have any of the intel on those ships? Well, it's not clear, but current estimates say that they may be the lost ships the Replacer managed to procure. But that's the least of our worries right now. The real problem is, it's impossible to completely destroy the lost ships, which are likely causing the current phenomena. As you two saw, the ships are capable of restoring themselves even if you destroy them physically. Currently, there are no known means of preventing this. For now, they say that the phenomena pauses while the lost ships remain destroyed. So, they've had to re-attack the ships whenever they are restored. Of course, this is only a temporary solution though. To make matters worse, we have replacer troops and officers waging guerrilla warfare to exploit our weakest spots. So they've managed to divide and conquer while keeping us separated. I guess it couldn't get any worse than this. Well, unfortunately, it's exactly as you put it, Shiyoon. According to the reports, the areas affected by the lost ships phenomena grow larger with time. Based on calculations, in about 3 months, about 97% of all land masses excluding the polar areas will be affected. That's fucking terrible. The CSE level hasn't been changing though. The corruption seems to selectively target humans only, so any existing protocols to subdue the counterside effect are now useless. The administration has ordered to the full mobilization of all task force, licensed or not. The mobilized troops are now being committed to missions for destroying lost ships in their respective jurisdictions over and over again. Although this isn't a permanent solution, slowing down the spread is the important thing right now. So is that where we're headed? No. Why not? Because this company has already sold off all of its jurisdiction rights a long time ago. I had a feeling that was the case. Now, there are jointly managed jurisdictions out there, but they're probably already packed with other teams. So instead, we'll be carrying out a rather special request from a client. A client request? In this mess? Let's just say even the administration would have to respect this client's wishes. I can't be certain, we just might have to find a lead on how to solve this entire incident. Oh my, look at the time! 2 assets will be standing by the designated coordinates in the assisted location. I'll fill you in on the details once you've made contact with them. Is it Jane Doe? And by the way, purification is pretty much at a standstill as the other task force units are all preoccupied. You will likely have to run into COs when passing through areas with the highest CSE level, so stay on your toes. Alright, we're missing a meeting up with Jane Doe. Guaranteed, right? Jane Doe's the answer. She stole the purification protocol from the Replacer Queen, and is gonna wreak havoc among the underworld. Or how do they call it in Arcane? Is it just called Zorn or some shit? The underground city, the underbelly, the underbelly or the undercity, one of the two. Oh. Wow. So far, so cool. But because I'm assuming because they don't have rearms yet, they're just dead characters. So we're gonna kill the Replacer Knight, Replacer Bishop. Who else was a Replacer? Was there any other ones that we versed? Replacer guy, Replacer Pawn. Yeah, I think we just killed him like already a long time ago, right? Replacer Pawn. And then we have Replacer Rook. Replacer Rook. Oh, we're done. You done, Master? Oh. The VIP did give us a heads up, but I guess things are getting pretty serious considering the surge in CO count. I hope those assets are still in one piece. Shiyoon? Yes, Master. Let me ask you something. You ever shut up? The hostile you said you encountered, was it really the dead Replacer officer? Oh, that. Yeah, it seemed like it at the time. Of course, what we saw might not be everything. Fascinating, huh? They can bring people back from the dead like that. I bet even the old administration didn't have that sort of technology despite all the hype. Or maybe, could this be from that mysterious substance that they extracted from Mina? The Quillfoth factor or whatever. Pardon me. Come to think of it, a similar thing happened when I first met you for the first time. For instance, what happened to my parents? Shiyoon? What are you two chatting about, huh? Oh, Mina, are you all done too? I am, but what's going on here? Did you guys get into a fight? Oh, of course not. I'm not stupid enough to get myself killed like that. I was just trying to reassure that the master, because she's so worried about you. Worried about what? Well, because it seems that we're going to have to fight what appears to be the Replacer Bishop. Although that hardly makes a difference for us, you have a special history with her, don't you? So I'm sure the master is worried about you. Oh, don't worry. Dead people can't come back to life. You said so yourself. That thing isn't Naray. I get it too, you two. I get it too, you know. Good. What brings you here anyway? Got something to report? Well, I think I found those assets they were talking about. Well, is that so? We'd better meet them. Where are they? Well, it looks like they've brought along some unwelcome company that we're going to have to engage in mortal combat to destroy and relinquish their lives from their rotting corpse. Incredible. So I'm assuming this chapter is gonna teach us about the history between Hilde and what's her face? What's his face? Shiyoon? Lee Yumi. Okay. You maniac, slow down a bit, you're gonna get us killed. Kang So Young. Alright, it's fine, we're not gonna die. I think. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I said don't worry, this thing's got airbags, you know? Only in the driver's seat. It's gonna be fine, you probably don't even need that anyway, since you're a counter major. You serious? Don't be ridiculous. That brakes aren't working. Gonna go ahead. They make it out alive too. Bye. Wait up. Crash. Explosion. Bullseye. Did we get him? No, they jumped out before the explosion. Who are these guys? Black cultist. Ah. Those filthy infidels, they won't die, will they? Those vile offspring of the devil dared to defile the name of the prophet. They must be executed at once. Those impudent sows dared to step foot on the Magellan's Prediction Society. If they live, they shall die, and in death they shall descend into the abyss. True. Did we make it? Oh, see, I told you they were not going to die. This is the 7th time you've crashed the car. Or has it ever occurred to you that you're just burning taxpayers' money? Well, it's fine, no worries. You're the one who has to answer to the commissioner. It's the rankings officer's job to report back to the chain of command, after all. I'm just filling in as a temp here. You're the acting team director. Oh, you really shouldn't defer your responsibilities to your subordinates like that. Time out, time out. Please do summon major, blah, blah, blah. Are these guys talking about anything interesting? Just out of the way. Bunch of intermingling chatter. Are they crazy? They're shooting missiles right in the middle of the city. Well, I guess they like to play it rough. Oh, hello, are you anybody by any chance the Coffin Company? Yes, we are. Nice to meet you. I'm Lieutenant Kang So Young from the police. Miss Cooper's told me much about you. You all seem like the amazing countess she described you to be. Well, is that right? This wasn't exactly what I had in mind. I thought we'd be having a polite conversation in a quiet tea house or something. I never imagined I'd be saying hello on a street where maniacs are blasting away with machine guns. Oh yeah, it's a long story. Who in the abyss are they? Task Force Company? They're mercenary counters. I thought the Prophet said they'd be too preoccupied with other affairs to appear. What should we do? Should we flee? Be still! Be still, do not dismay, for we have the divine beast the Prophet has bestowed upon us. Oh right, we've got the divine beast. The divine beast of the great Magellan. Protect us! Cleanse the earth of those infidels with the power of our faith. Charge! Wow, they've even brought a heavy CO. They're better at this than I thought. I guess that's a long story I'll have to wait. Let's take care of those bastards first. The name Magellan. That's a guy from One Piece. And with that, the One Piece is real. Any reference to One Piece is an absolutely incredible reference. We all have to understand that One Piece is the greatest anime to ever, enter the stratosphere, the Earth. You know, it's a masterpiece in itself. And honestly, if you're not watching One Piece, what are you doing? You're throwing away your life if you're not watching the piece. The One Piece, obviously. I'm disappointed in anyone who isn't partaking, obviously. Very disappointed. Please let us introduce ourselves properly again. I have been temporarily assigned to police SWAT for the counter superpowered crimes team directly subordinate to the police headquarters. I'm Major Lee Yumi, and I'm Kang So Young. Wow, so this is the ride for professional counters like you. It's huge. Lieutenant Kang, please behave yourself. Try to present yourself with the gravity fitting of a police officer who's vowed to protect and serve. Oh, don't be the fun police too, Major. We ought to be more approachable for the citizens. But you keep getting all the grey hair because you're always so tightly wound up. What? What are you talking about? I don't have grey hairs. Oh, there you go, stressing out again. Take a chill pill. Oh, why, you little piece of shit. So the assets are the police. No offense, but I'm sure if ordinary cops have what it takes to fight COs or the replaces, this isn't a typical crime scene. Offense taken, we're no ordinary police. Police SWAT 4 handles crimes committed by superpowered individuals. Specifically, the organization was established to tackle crimes related to counters or eternium. Is that right? Sorry, I had no idea. Oh, it's fine. No worries. That's what it says on paper. In reality, we're basically just for show. With virtually no track record, we hardly get any real support from the force either. Lieutenant! That's hardly inappropriate. But it's true, isn't it? I was only permanent member on the team for over a year until you showed up. The only other time I had another teammate was when Sergeant Park from Traffic Control stuck around for 2 months before his retirement. That sounds like a fun time. I guess Boner from admin, or Boner, whoever the fuck that is, from admin also worked in the office temporarily to help me out with the annual report. Please stop ruining the police reputation. And you're just blowing this out of proportion. Everyone knows about this already. Is anything of intelligence going to be happening in this conversation? Or am I just going to be reading drivel? Just because we come from the department with a fancy name, nonsense, attitude. Looks like a counter. Oh, Major Lee was only recently assigned to the police SWAT after a special recruitment. But a major? I'm not too familiar with the police ranks, but isn't that pretty high up? She doesn't look much older than me. Is she one of the super fast track elites? Something like that. It's not every day that a counter applies for the police force. There's plenty of job opportunities. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something real quick right here to make this slightly more bearable. I'm gonna have to do this. Da 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 da. Nope, not there. This one. Make this slightly more bearable on my brain cells, because some of these conversations are pure drivel. Okay. But Major Lee volunteered for the task force, making her extra special. Well, that's why the top brass tried to keep her by putting her in chains. So I mean, putting her high up in the chain of command. But of course, she's still a temp because she's a minor. You still going on about that? Well, I told you before, I don't care about the perks or rank. You may say so, but the leadership has every reason to be concerned. It's been ages since we had a counter on the force. Nobody would want the responsibility of someone like you leaving us so soon. Like I said, I'm not interested in the titles or anything. The only thing I care about is bringing an end to crimes committed by counters. And if we leave that to the incompetents like you, who knows what will happen to the city. The thought of it makes me nauseous. Well, sure, whatever you say. Sounds, ominously complicated. There's always red tape in the government organizations, am I right? Done chatting? I'd like to speak with the client now, if you don't mind. Understood. We'll put you through to Miss Cooper, then. No? No visual on Miss Cooper? No visual? Is Miss Cooper just the replacer queen? That's Miss Cooper? Oh, fair enough. I thought her name was like someone else. Hi. Long time no see, coffin ears. Oh, I'm glad to see you've been doing well too. Does it look like I'm doing well? The video feed must be faulty. I've got bags under my eyes so big I could probably fit my groceries in there. I must say, I'm a bit surprised. You weren't on about a trust and whatever last time, and as if you'd never reach out to us again. Did I? Well, I'm not sure if I remember. Anyway, I'm sure I can put some trivial misunderstanding like that aside in an emergency like this. How shameless. It's too bad, really. I'm sure the old lady would have understood. Speaking of which, where is that lady? I don't see her over there. Regrettably, Vice President Lee is standing by at HQ. I'll tell her you said hi. More importantly, what's the status on the intel we requested? Did you find anything? Well, about that, we did find something. We called in every favor stacked up with the State Department to search through all the cases around the world. Are you sure this intel will help you solve the case? It makes an interesting read, but it doesn't seem particularly relevant. Well, we'll have to see about that. I'd hate to rush you, but the situation doesn't look so good right now. According to our field teams, the lost ships are getting more powerful each time they are restored. And at this rate, they might reach a threshold where they become virtually indestructible soon. All the while, oh god, we still got to deal with those replacers that keep popping out of nowhere. The economic impact is even more severe. With every task force mobilized in support of destroying the lost ships, Eternium supply has plummeted. Considering the impact Eternium has on the world economy, we might be headed for a global depression. Lovely! We're trying to keep the information contained, but the stock market's been getting jumpy already, so who knows how long we can keep that going. Things are really that bad. Nah, they're alright. Well, duh. I'd kiss the devil's ass if it means we could make all of this go away. It's that bad. Well, it depends on who's the devil, right? If it's an anime devil, honestly, everyone would like to kiss that ass. But if it's like a religious devil, like a religion-based devil, then nobody wants to kiss that kind of ass. Or if it's like a mythological devil portrayed in myth, nobody wants to kiss that. But if it's an anime one, I'd give that a go as well. Goofing off again, Sylvia. Kyle, when did you get back? Well, 5 minutes and 16 seconds ago. You never failed to surprise me, loafing on the phone despite the cataclysmic situation out there. Like I always say, you youngsters these days are up to no good. When will you ever grow up? Well, don't be ridiculous. You're even younger than me. That does not justify your abhorrent behavior. Now, please move on at once. The mission is go. You got 20 seconds. I just got back half an hour ago. It's straight from Lieutenant General. The lost ship in New York just completed its regeneration. And you've got 14 seconds. Oh my god, you son of a bitch. Hear that? I've got to run. Don't forget, my dear coffins and coffineers. I pulled every string there is to get you this intel since you said it might help. I'm grasping at straws here. Coffin Company is the only task force that has the slightest idea of what's going on and capable of handling replacer officers if it comes to that. So do whatever you must, no matter the risk. You must. Oh, you got to. You're the chosen one. Yeah. Okay, I get it. You little piece of shit. Maybe it is piece of shit. We are the chosen one. I get it. That's all that Sylvia said, is that we are the chosen one. Gotcha, Sylvia. Gotcha. Thanks for telling me. Sounds like things are pretty bad over there. Oh, I bet. Their jurisdiction is far more extensive than what we usually deal with. By the way, Master, what is that you're looking for that you enlisted Sylvia's assistance? Oh, I can explain that. A few hours ago, right after the counter side effect began, we got word through diplomatic channels that Miss Cooper requested a search of certain supernatural incidents. They even reached out to our office, and it just so happened that we've been working on a similar case. What incidents was she searching for exactly? Resurrection. What? No way, man. Specifically, the mass resurrection of ordinary, non-counter folks that occurred within the past 2 years, or other records on similar supernatural regeneration, sort of outright resurrection. So, did you find anything? Yes. There's this drug that's been spreading rapidly through black market for about a year now. It's called Elixir. We're not exactly sure how it's made, but we estimate that it's a type of a psychotropic substance with an eternium base, also known as a counter drug. What's interesting is that unlike other counter drugs, Elixir has been popular among not only the usual addicts, but also mercenaries. Once administered, the drug not only grants physical capabilities that rival those of counters, but also allows the subjects to miraculously recover from fatal wounds. Although it hasn't been officially vetted yet, there are testimonies of people administered with Elixir coming back to life after they've been pronounced dead. Incredible. Is that even possible? Think about it rather rationally, Mina. There's no way for a dead person to come back to life. If they did, they must have not died in the first place. Or, whoever came back to life is an entirely different person than before. I know, but still, mind array. Yes, rationally, it doesn't seem to make sense. But I'm sure the prospects sounded very appealing to mercenaries who put their lives on the line. Even if the tales of resurrection turned out to be false, the enhancement of physical abilities and boosted regeneration are true after all. So in essence, you get a spare life. But I get a feeling that's not the full story. Aren't there any side effects? Of course there are. Repeated use can lead to mania or overstimulation of regenerated capabilities, which turns you into a monstrous lump of tumors. Oh. What annoys me the most are non-powered incompetents who think they've suddenly become some sort of superhero. What's that about? Well, I guess the correct term here would be supervillains. Since the mass distribution of Elixir, we saw a spike in crimes committed by ordinary people abusing the drug. Under the pretense of stopping crimes committed by Elixir users, other people began taking Elixir to fight them. The whole situation's been a total mess, really. Because all of that, I wouldn't be exaggerating if I said most of our work has been investigating Elixir-related cases. Well, those junkies don't even understand the dangers of wielding power. All they've been doing is harassing the innocent. I couldn't possibly let such crimes go unpunished. Well, there, take it down a notch, Major. So yeah, that's the sort of thing we were trying to stop. Okay. So what do you think? Is this the sort of intel you wanted? Interesting. I'd like to hear more details about this. Do you have anything on who made the Elixir? It's been quite tricky trying to pinpoint the manufacturer since the entire distribution network is comprised of discreet dealers and middle-aged men. But yeah, we eventually found a lead. According to our intel, a religious cult known as Magellan's Prediction Society has been producing this elixir. Magellan's Prediction Society? Sounds familiar. You mean those buzzers who were after you earlier? That's right. They may sound like a fanatical cult, but they are basically a parliamentary organization with firearms as well as followers enhanced with elixir. And recently, they've somehow managed to tame corrupted objects to boost their security. At this rate, even a police SWAT team doesn't have the firepower to take those guys down. Originally, the plan was to partner up with other task force and put them out of commission, but then this happened. I'm afraid so. All the task force are preoccupied somewhere else. Worse yet, we must have made them uneasy with when we arrested one of their officers. Those bastards were brazen enough to attack us outright. Just like now. So you decided to take advantage of the situation and lure them here. You wanted us to get involved without a choice. Well, of course not. It's merely a coincidence. But since you've got business with the Magellan's Prediction Society, it could benefit us both if we could round them up. Wow, that's quite shameless of you. Oh, you're far too kind. Ha 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 ha. You know what? Sometimes I begin to think it takes a real talent to offend people with such an innocent smile. Agreed. Okay, we'll lead you to the Magellan's Prediction Society headquarters. Alright. Maybe we'll encounter the Magellan character from One Piece, and that's really going to confirm that the One Piece is in fact real. That'd be kind of cool. I think Magellan in One Piece looks kind of interesting, doesn't he? Hold up, what does he look like? Magellan. How do you spell his name? Magellan. Yeah, look at this guy. If we don't encounter this guy at the end of the story, I'm gonna be disappointed, dude. Look at this man. Big chongus. Wide. Honestly, I thought he looked cooler than that. But oh well. Fair enough. Don't just stand there dozing off like that. These guys may seem like nothing more than fanatics, but they can control COs. If you keep spacing out like that, you'll be dead sooner than later.
I was just curious about something here, Master. Curious about what? Well, I'm not sure. Would you answer me if I asked? Oh, you always go mute whenever things get difficult. Then again, I'm in no place to judge. You... Looks like everyone bailed on us, so I'll just prepare for our next movement. Magellan Schmelin? Magellan Schmelin these nuts, eh? Got him. What were you guys talking about? The commander has this awful look on her face. Mina, why are you acting so serious all of a sudden? Have you ever wondered why we ended up coming here? Where did that come from? Lieutenant Kang came here per Sylvia's request, and Sylvia sought out the lieutenant per the master's request. But how did the master know the elixir had something to do with this case? Well, I guess that does seem rather curious, but we can't be sure there's a connection there, can we? I mean, I wouldn't know, but it might just be nothing. No. You might not know this since you've met the master only recently, but I'm very well aware of how she operates. The master never does anything without a reason. Since she hasn't been straightforward lately, in order to ward off any unwanted suspicion, but I bet the master is well aware of who's behind this and the connection between the lost ship and the elixir. But that just sounds like a wonky conspiracy theory to me. You make it sound as if the commander's the real mastermind behind all of this. Oh, of course not, that would be a stretch. But I do have one hypothesis. Remember what they said about how the elixir can heal people with critical wounds? Doesn't that sound familiar? Like your friend, for instance? AKA the replacer bishop? One thing is clear, the elixir must have something to do with the replacer. But... Mina, what now? I'm very interested in you. What are you talking about? That's because the master is very interested in you. What the heck is going through your heads? I can never figure you out. I know. Maybe I'm confused as well. I'm not quite sure what I'm thinking either. But I do want to make one thing clear. I may seem like a very secretive person to you, but the person with lots of secrets is actually the master. I speak from experience when I say, the more you try to hide the truth, the thornier it gets when you're about to step on it. I just hope you don't get pricked by those thorns. I hate thorns. I'm right there with you there, Shiyoon, buddy. I'm right there with you. Thorns, schmorns. Thorns, schmorns. 2-4. I think this is the last stage. We get a character, I guess. Is the character on the... Yeah, the character's on the last stage. Alright. Alright. Ah, we can't stop them. What about the Divine Beast? What's the Divine Beast doing? The Divine Beast has been sliced in half by that little twerp over there. Who the heck are they? They just appeared out of nowhere. Do not be dismayed. The prophet will surely grant us a miracle. We must overcome these tribulations through unwavering faith. You're right, let us sing a hymn. Na 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 na. We're the brethren of Magellan, chosen by the prophecy. 'Tis the new world we shall dwell in, for we're the new humanity. Magellan. Have they caught on to this place already? That was sooner than expected. No, it was certainly within the range of my estimation. More importantly, have you completed the collection of the refine replacer factors? Of course, this is the last batch. Good. This should be enough to operate the Terracide system core. As planned, take the replacer factor and leave this place at once. What should I do about the factor culture mediums? Do as you please. They're of little use to us now, but they should buy us some time if you unleash them against the enemy. What are you waiting for? Was there something else you wish to say? I'm not content with the last minute changes in plan. Combat operations are under my purview, as I am responsible for safeguarding the system. So why am I retreating while an arbiter like you is facing them? I believe we have already discussed this matter. It is because I am functionally better suited to accomplish the next objective. Is that really the only reason? Because I think... Enough. As you have stated, I am the arbiter here. I will not tolerate insubordination. Understood. It's because Naray is Naray. That's Magellan? Oh, dude, what'd they do to my boy? Oh. Oh, look how they butchered my boy, Magellan. Oh. He was meant to be a fucking hero. He was meant to be a hero. He was said to destroy the Sith, not join them. Oh, Magellan. My angels, oh my angels. Angels of the New World, you yet dwell within our presence here. What is it, Magellan? The vile infidels are infiltrating the temple. We cannot stop them, even with the divine beasts you have bestowed upon us. I am aware. That is why I shall take this matter into my own hands. Thank you. However, there was something else. What is it? Speak your mind, Magellan. I only mention this strictly as a contingency measure. But perhaps could you provide what you have promised? Very well. I don't see why not. Shoves her fist into his chest. This is the progressive fact that we have promised you. Satisfied? Oh, thank you. Finally, with this, I will become an angel and gain eternal life. Huh? Ugh. He's dead. My arms and my body, they're swelling. But why? Haven't I explained it to you already? The progressive factor will only couple with the natural fit. Otherwise, the recipient's body will undergo catastrophic metastasis. Jesus Christ. Regrettably, it appears there is no place in the New World for you. But I am the chosen. I am the Magellan. It can't be. No. Oh, goddamn. Now he looks a bit more like the real Magellan. Now he looks like a bit more like the real Magellan. Purple. Drumroll, please. It's the moment you've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you our final destination, the headquarters of Magellan's Prediction Society. Lieutenant Gang, how many times to tell you? Are you ever going to start behaving like a respectable public servant? Ugh, what good will that do for an incompetent like me? Valorously striking down those treacherous villains is an honor reserved for a counter like you, ma'am. The best I can do is cheer you from the rear like this. Well, don't be ridiculous. Use your gun, for gosh sake. Shiyoon, do you see what I see? Of course I see what you see. I mean, I thought I knew what to expect with a cult like this, but this is well beyond my expectations. Where the heck do they even get a gunship like that? Magellan. What the fuck? Those monsters are the products of the overdosing elixir. Wait, that one's way too big for even those guys. That face, I've seen it in the database. Could it be Magellan the Prophet? But it can't be. Save that thought for later. Engage with hostiles. Fight Magellan. God damn. Next we're gonna have like fucking Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy be the next character, eh? I can't even remember the last name of any of the other characters. So I'd name them, but I don't know. Dude, the healing on Orca is kind of crazy. Incredible performance. Very good, very good. Match confirmed. This is Choi Dongpal, aka Magellan the Prophet. He's the de facto leader of the Military British Society, but I don't know how he ended up like that. Or maybe he's taken those drugs that they've been pushing. That's impossible. The Society's ranking officials have been monitoring themselves strictly in order to prevent side effects from the elixir. There's no way Magellan would be stupid enough to overdose an elixir when he knew the consequences. But there he is, looking like that. Well, yeah, but something's not quite right. Overdosing on elixir may turn you into a monster, but nothing like that. Plus, he is far more destructive than any other of the cases we've seen. There's something else going on here. Perhaps he used a new drug entirely different from the elixir. That's enough. All your pointless conjecturing is never going to get you anywhere. Who cares what these stupid villains did to bring their own downfall? The important thing is that we take these guys down once and for all. Lee Yumi, this is where you're not liked right now. Cringe Lord. Sure, whatever you say. What was that? Sarcastic tone? Are you patronizing me? Of course not. I would not dare to defy a ranking officer like that. We've hit an impasse. I know, right? Our only source of intel is gone. Hey, Lieutenant Kang, was it? Are there any survivors among the Society? Well, aside from Magellan the Prophet, the Society was comprised mostly of ignorant followers and combat troopers. The only person who would have known anything about the elixir recipe, or the organization as a whole is Magellan the leader. That's got to be quite a lot to deal with. I guess he must have been one heck of an administrator. I suppose it takes brains to be a successful con artist. Wow. What a burn. So what's the plan now, Master? It's highly unlikely we'll find anything here before we run out of time. Or did you have something else in mind? Things aren't going quite according to plan, I presume. Whoa, who are you? You're Oh, you've slain the progressive factor collapser so easily. You've exceeded my expectations. Indeed, going head-to-head with you would prove to be a risky endeavor even for me. Who might you be? Considering the things of your appearance, are you a mastermind behind Magellan? Correct. Supplying that poor fool with elixir concentrate was one of my missions. Concentrate? I see. That's why we could never figure out the recipe, no matter how hard we investigated. Mina, stay calm. You know, right? It's fine, I know. Neray's dead. The dead don't come back to life. Neray? Ah, you must be referring to my source body. What? Source body? That's right. That human you refer to as Shin Neray provided the foundational data required for my construction. Knight and I have inherited our respective sources, genetic information, mutation factor, and memories. You can inherit memories? Interesting. What do you mean, you have Neray's memories? Then, are you the same person? No. I am not Shin Neray. I am the replacer bishop, regenerated by projecting the information in the progressive factor collected from her body. I am the arbiter of the system Terracide. Arbiter? Regenerated? What kind of gibberish is this? I don't understand any of it. Settle down there, buddy. Oh, shit, whoops. So, you're, as you say, the replacer bishop. What business do you have with us? The so-called prophet is dead. This would have been your perfect chance to cut loose ends. Yet you went through the hassle of appearing before us. Does this mean you're looking for a fight? No. I surrender. Huh? Oh. What are you talking about? Surrender. Now I'm really confused. It's exactly as it sounds. I have no intention of fighting you. Even my source was defeated at your hands. There seems to be no profit in engaging in battle with such a predestined outcome. That's ridiculous. I've said all I have to say. Now do with me as you please. Oh, things are really getting interesting right now. So what's your call, Master? Take her in for now. As for the following procedures, I'll discuss them with Shiyoon. Hang on, we'll come with you. You will? Why? It's obvious, isn't it? She's the mastermind behind the criminal organization we've been after all this time. We have the right to learn about these people, what these people are up to. Very well, there's plenty of seats in the ship, but I cannot ensure you'll find what you're looking for. Is that still acceptable? Yes. Okay. What, is this like a redemption arc for her or something? A redemption arc for Shin Neray? No, maybe. Now that the door is latched, it can't be opened easily. Oh, I'm sure it can't be. Slash it open, eh? This is rather unexpected. I thought naturally you know who would be the first to visit me. Sorry to disappoint you, but it's too risky to let the rookie come to see you just yet. No need to make things more difficult than necessary, am I right? Is that so? I would say you worry over nothing, but very well. Anyway, how are you getting along here? Everything comfortable enough for you? More or less. The restraints are rather inconvenient, but it's bearable enough. Good, still, be careful. If you try to force them loose, you'll set off the inherent internal explosives. Neither of us would want to deal with that mess, right? Understood, I'll keep that in mind. So, what is the purpose of your visit? I hardly think you came to check in on my welfare during captivity. I was about to ask you the same question. You don't really expect us to believe you've surrendered in earnest, do you? I'd like to hear the real reason why you would shape the situation like this. Well, I want to strike a deal with you. A deal? That's right. What do you need most right now is information, correct? As the arbiter of the system Terracide, I have information on nearly everything you would be curious about. The location of the headquarters, troop organization, the mechanism behind the regeneration of the lost ship. I'd be willing to provide any information you desire, in exchange. For what? I'd like to speak with her in private. Ha ha ha! That's a tempting offer, but I must decline. Why? Unfortunately for you, I'm not curious about any of the things you've just mentioned. If anything, I find it suspicious that you'd be willing to risk so much just so that you can secure a private audience with the rookie. It's not just you lot, but Nayuban as well. You all seem to be plotting something involving the rookie. I'm not so stupid that I'd serve her to you on a silver platter when I know something's going on. You'll regret this. There's something you don't know. The system Terracide is actually a knockoff version of the Immortal system, one of the reality interference in technologies of the old administration. I know everything. I am Hilde. I know all the answers to all of your questions that you knew before I knew them, but I knew them before you did. Shock on her face. Let me guess why you've been spreading around the elixir as well. In order to operate the Immortal system, you will need a tremendous amount of transcendental mutation factors. I believe you guys call it the replacer factor. You must have used human bodies as the factories for mass producing the mutation factor, because it's basically a self-replicating nanomachine made of eternium. Well, am I wrong? Yeah, not necessarily. How do you know all of that? Could you be? Ha ha ha! I am Hilde, the smartest character in this game! I've dealt with crazies like you all my life. You're not the first to try something like this, and you probably won't be the last either. I don't know what you hope to achieve by turning people into monsters and this world into a living hell, but whatever your lame plan is, it won't go the way you want it to. Replace a factor? System terracide? Pah! Don't make me laugh. If such miracle technologies really existed, do you think the old administration would have fallen like that? These systems may sound fancy, but they're fundamentally flawed. There's always a way to compromise them. Do you understand now? Your offer carries little weight with me. So, don't get your hopes up, and get some rest while you still can. The only thing awaiting you are interrogation and truth serum once we turn you in. Hang on. You still got something to say? What about you? What do you mean? Like you said, I or the other man may be plotting something involving the girl. But you're the one who has the custody of her right now, aren't you? So what's your plan for her? Why are you shielding her from the truth about her? Great question. Ah, haha, I know, right? Why indeed? I love this frame. Master? Shiyoon? Were you eavesdropping by chance? When someone who normally couldn't care less about interrogation sneaks off to see the prisoner, I am bound to get curious. Didn't I teach you curiosity killed the cat? Or have you already forgotten? Cats? Oh, you mean like my parents? You. As you know, I'm not exactly a model apprentice anyway. And even if I remember what you told me, I can be a bit of a rebel. Especially since you returned, or to be precise, since I met Mina. Tell me, Master, hasn't it been your policy to dispose of anyone who's used that power? When Mina drew that mysterious sword, and when she faced off with that Nayuban guy in the counterside, Mina definitely used the power, albeit only a little each time. You're not going to tell me you didn't know that, are you? But you haven't done anything to Mina about it. You didn't even warn her about it. You only shielded her from the truth, just as the regenerated bishop said. It's as if you're worried a fern you tended to so delicately would wither from exposure to sunlight. So what makes Mina the exception? What makes her so different from my parents? Tell me, Master. What makes her so special? I will not answer that. Master, remember what I said when I took you as my apprentice? Whether you wanted revenge or an answer, you would have to earn it through your own strength. It's been many years since I've met you like that. And well, are you confident enough now? Do you want to test your mettle now? Master, we're being attacked. This is Strike Team B1. We've successfully infiltrated the target's ship's cavern. We made contact with the hostiles, engaging search team focused on finding the asset. Who are they? Villains. Must be troops from the replacers. Who knew they'd come crashing into the ship, eh? They must be getting pretty desperate. I get it now. Mina is that fucking lady that we saw from in Hilde's past that like sacrificed herself or some fucking crap, and Mina is like the reincarnation. It's a classic isekai story, right? Mina is the reincarnation of Hilde's old fucking friend or some crap, and she's like, oh, I see her in her, dude. I see my best friend inside her, and I just can't bear to see her hurt anymore. I'm gonna protect her with my whole life. Predicted. 1-for-1 predicted story, got it. Oh my god, it's this lady. Cap! Sure about this. You're welcome to take a longer break, you know? Well, she's right, it isn't too early for you to get back into the field so soon after you were discharged from the hospital. I'll be fine. And I do appreciate your concern, though. Seriously, I'm fine. It's not like I broke anything anyway. I'm resorted to penny rest, and it's time to play catch-up. Yada yada yada, irrelevant talk. Xiao Lin, the best character. We received a message. They're telling us to gather in the ops room. Oh, pardon me, sorry. Hear that? Let's get moving. We wouldn't want to keep the Vice President waiting too long now. That was totally freaking awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. You guys deserve a medal and a trophy and an ice cream sundae for this. They should build just a statue, I guess. I'm glad you're satisfied, Sylvia. Speaking of which, in a short amount of time, in such a short time window, you managed to not only locate but also capture a replacer officer. How in the world did you even pull this off? I've been meaning to provide you a detailed explanation on that matter. In order to ensure the incredible speed and covertness of this operation, we've unfortunately run into some cost overruns. It's fine, I don't need to hear the details. You've done the job and that's what matters. I'll be right there for the prisoner's transfer, so hang on. Right, but I was wondering if we could first discuss the overhead. She hung up, ma'am. Yes, I can see that. Looks like Operation Ripoff was a failure. We should never take success for granted. Don't forget, failure is the mother of success. Sounds more like a lame excuse to me. How disappointing, Madam Vice President. Very well, I guess that means we'll have to dock management's pay this month based on the company's fiscal or austerity policies. Dude, just chucking 2 words in a row that I have no idea what they mean. Hang on, wait, Hannah. Old squad reporting for duty. If you're busy, we could come back later. Oh, no, it's fine. Thank you all for coming. Are you feeling better? Thanks, I am. That's good. Let's get started with a brief situation. I heard Fenry Squad has taken custody of a key figure in this incident and is now escorting said asset. That's exactly it. Who filled you in? I've been checking my work email every day, even at the hospital. As diligent as always. I wish those fools in Fenry were half as diligent as you. Oh, you're too kind. Anyway, back to the topic. Sylvia will be here soon to take custody of the asset. In the meantime, it's your job to keep the asset secure. As soon as the coffin ship arrives, you will switch out with Fenry Squad and begin your escort duties. Ma'am, it's an emergency. Lena, what's going on? This is a dream, this is a dream, this is a dream. Oh, problem solved, that was close. You can't just tell yourself everything is fine. What are you two still doing here? Get to the panic room now. You heard that. Shiyoon replaces posing as crews infiltrated the ship through the hangar. There are many hostiles standing by outside as the ship as well. We'll have to split up and respond both inside and outside the ship, countering blah blah blah. Just counter the shit, I'm assuming. They must be here to extract the bishop. Oh my god, that's not good. Sylvia is already on her way here. We can't let them take to replace the bishop no matter what. We'll do what we can. Send us some backup instead of just lecturing us over here. Over and out. Do we have to go fight them again? Ooh. Tension rises. Did you get all that, Shiyoon? Shiyoon? I don't fucking know. Forget about switching out or whatever. I just told you. Link up with the Fenry Squad immediately and defend the coffin ship at all costs. Move out right away. Wilco.
Oh. You know what? It's alright. You know what I mean? It's alright. I think my prediction is 100% true. It's like pretty obvious, you know what I mean? It's pretty obvious. Even though Mina's not a direct incarnation, she's some sort of replica or some sort of mimic, imposter, doppelganger.
Is it over? I knew it, I just needed to focus a little more. My psychic sensory power is ready on the brink of counter-reality force. No, it's not. No, not that I really care, but what are you two doing in here? Oh, hi, Miss Asset. So we're here because... Well, it's obvious, isn't it? My fairy godmother has told me that this was the safest place we can be. Fairy godmother? That's a real thing? Of course, everyone has a fairy godmother. You just need to clear your mind of all secular thoughts and focus to see her. All secular thoughts and focus. No, just no. And you, don't let her get inside your head like that. What kind of supervillain falls for some super lame superstition like that? Well, I'm not exactly a supervillain per se. Oh yes, you are. Why else would all of your henchmen come to extract you? Asset sighted, block D16. Oops, they got us. Hello, evil henchman. The person you're looking for is right here. Think of me as just a fly on the wall. Don't talk down to them like that. This is Echo Squad. We've located the traitor, eliminating the target now. Traitor? Both of you get behind me. Oh! Miss Supervillain, you okay? It feels a little different from usual with my powers locked up. It hurts quite a bit, actually. Snap out of it. Get it together. The target is a regenerated progressive. Don't let her down your guard and confirm the kill. When did these scumbags get all the way here? Hostile account sighted. We don't have the firepower to engage this hostile. Do not engage. Withdraw to the rendezvous point immediately. Move it. So Naray is like a good guy, right? Is this a redemption arc? Is everyone alright? Oh! Mina, that supervillain. I mean, the asset has been shot. She's losing too much blood. What should we do? No. No. Redemption. Naray's gonna be like, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna help you guys now for a bit, and then she's gonna get killed by the replacer queen or king, whichever one finds her first. She's gonna get, like, crushed, her head crushed in, and then that's when Mina's gonna activate her awakened form. Guaranteed. Money back. Money back guaranteed. More combat? Alright. +1. Oh yeah, because she refunds one. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, Mrs. Replacer Bishop is going to become a good guy until the Replacer King or Queen find her, and then it's going to be a bit of like a, you dare betray me, I'll kill you by looking at you with my eyes, activate Sharingan, fucking whatever the fuck, and boom. Activate, what's that thing from One Piece? Superimposed Haki or whatever it is? I can't remember. Super duper Haki power? Did I just do that stage? Oh, I did the stage accidentally. Whoops, my bad. I told you, I got it. Like I said, I'm going to do this my way, stay out of it. Just don't forget to keep your end of the bargain. Ooh. Hey, Eugen, I didn't know you were on the phone. Sorry, I hope I didn't interrupt. How much of that did you hear? Not much, really. Hello. Gee whiz, you've saved our butts. You guys are the old squad, right? If you got here a moment later, well, a non-powered gal like me wouldn't have stood a chance. I'm glad we made it on time as well. Anyway, you are? Lieutenant Kang So Young at your service. I'm with the Counters investigation team of the police. So the police officer. Nice to meet you. I look forward to working with you. Well, thank you. The honor is all mine. Anyway, who were you talking to on the phone just now? Sorry? It's nothing. I just happened to grab a glimpse when I was passing by. You had this grim look on your face, that's all. I was just wondering whom you might have been speaking to with such a scary look on your face. What are you doing? Is this some kind of interrogation? This is an invasion of privacy. Oh, ha ha ha, you're right. My apologies, I was out of line, wasn't I? It just comes with the job. I can't help but keep asking people questions. I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable. Terribly sorry. Sorry, won't cut it, lady. It's okay, Eugen. But I can tell you, it's not really much of a secret. You see, the asset we're supposed to escort is actually the same person who abducted me in the last operation. You were abducted? Yes, so I had a little discussion with my psychiatrist. Apparently being in constant contact with the aggressor has a high chance of affecting my mental health negatively. I see, but I couldn't just stand bench like that, not when I'm already trailing behind on performance, so I made a little deal. If I complete this mission without any trouble, they'll certify me completely cured from the trauma. I guess I've just been a bit on edge because of the stress. Sorry if I misled you in any way. Oh, don't worry about it. If anything, I'm sorry for pestering you for no reason. That also comes with the job. I really need to work on that. Ha ha ha. Oh, I'll see you around. Will do. Oh, it's a lot deeper than that. It's a lot deeper than that. Hey, what's up, Nick? Welcome to the stream, man. Just came to say hi. We'll play chapter 35 now. Sure, dude. C code? Sure. Fair enough, man. Hope you're having a great day, though, bro. Abducted, huh? That's all a lie. Yeah, Shiyoon, whatever her name is, sus right now. What's the situation? We've fended off them for now, but I don't think they're ready to give up just yet. Multiple bogies coming in fast. They're approaching our ship. They'll be within strike range in 20 minutes. Hear that? It's going to be a long day. How's the Replacer Bishop doing? Receiving treatment in the intensive care unit. Although she's grown more frail, she'll probably make it. That's not enough. You need to keep her alert and energetic enough to spit out intel we need at the very least. Tell that to the Replacer, we're trying our best out here. Why on earth would the Syndicate go after the Bishop? I can see why they tried to rescue her, but authorizing lethal force seems a bit extreme, even for them. Witnesses say the Replacer called the Bishop a traitor. If the Bishop did in fact betray them, that could ruin their plans, so she had to be removed. Damn it, I guess I have no choice. Sylvia? I can't just sit around and hope for the best amidst the level of uncertainty. I need any intel I can get, regardless of the confidence level. Don't just wait for me to arrive, go ahead and start interrogating the Replacer Bishop. We don't have the trained interrogator, that result could be disastrous. Then use another way and negotiate, make a deal. That doesn't solve anything, we don't have a trained negotiator or anything to put on the table either. That's perfect. It just so happens that Miss Bishop made us an offer first. Really? Jew! What's wrong, Master? Was it something I said? You bastard. Well, what are you waiting for? Give her whatever it is she wants. I don't care what price we have to pay, as long as we can locate their main hideout. That's not a great idea. At this point, we don't even know if she really is a traitor. Rushing things like that would. Regardless, we'll have to get her talking at some point. If she just dies on us like that would be the worst case scenario. Begin the negotiations as soon as the replacement bishop wakes up. When she starts talking, we'll have an opportunity to verify her true intent. Understood, as you say, ma'am. Well, now, I guess the buck stop with you then, Mina. Ooh, me? Yeah, honestly, fuck Hilde. Where am I? The infirmary. We gave you a blood transfusion and used a field tourniquet to stop the bleeding. Couldn't do much more without the proper doctor. Take it easy now, you could pass out again after losing so much blood. Did you save me? I don't know any battlefield medicine. Shiyoon patched you up, I'm just standing by in case things go wrong, so don't fool yourself. Haha, but you're the one who came carrying the bishop on your back, with your face as pale as a ghost. She might have really kicked the bucket if we were a second too late, and so in essence, you saved her life, Mina. Shut up already! You got to watch that mouth of yours, Shiyoon. That's a relief. What is? You're a kind person. What's all this gibberish about then? You totally got me wrong. More importantly, why did you want to see me? How did you know? Oh, the company shifted its policy after you got shot. We decided to accept your offer. This is rather unexpected. I didn't think that silver-haired lady would accept. Oh, well, the master answers to the vice president, and the vice president answers to the customer. There's only so much the master can insist on her own, so we'll be giving you plenty of time to speak with Mina. But in return, we'd like you to share the location of the syndicate with us. Very well, deal. Before that, can you give me your hand for a moment? Me? You talking to me? That's right, grab my hand. What should I do, Shiyoon? It's okay, she won't try anything funny as long as I'm watching. Ooh, what a flex. Okay, fine. She's testing it. She's like, oh, you're still the Mina I know. Satisfied? So about the location. I'll give you the coordinates in 4 hours when we're done here. Sorry? What kind of dirty trick are you trying to pull here? You're going to hold my hand for the next 4 hours? Yes? That's a pretty extreme way to tell someone you like them. I've got to say, you're full of surprises. The HQ's coordinates are not recorded on any documents or data. They must be decoded real-time for single use only. Oh. Communication between HQ and regional chapters is mostly conducted through outdated short-wave radio signals. These crypto codes must be analyzed in order to figure out the coordinates. And it takes 4 hours to do that? That's right. Then why are you holding my hand? Can't you just code this on your own? The decoding key is comprised of 2 sets of biometric data. The first is the progressive factor that each replacer officer possesses, and the other is the compositional data of the recently acquired Quillcloth factor. Ooh! Only our leader, the replacer queen, has access to the decoding key component based on the Quillcloth factor. Normally, I would not be able to analyze the coordinates on my own, but physical contact with the original producer of the Quillcloth factor should provide sufficient reference for the decryption. Oh my, you're really putting us on the spot here, huh? But I guess we have no choice. But Shiyoon, now that we know that Miss Bishop here is the target, we have to keep someone around her for surveillance and security anyway. I know this is a big ask, but I'm afraid we'll need you to do this, Mina. Attention all hands, we've identified the incoming bogies. They are replacer troops. They will be within range in approximately 2 minutes. 3 hours and 56 minutes to go. We'll have to keep Miss Bishop safe till then. Hopefully time will be on our side. Damn. Shin Ray coming in clutch here, just dropping all the bombs. To be quite frank, like, Hilde right now is very dislikable. Like, I don't want to be that guy who says it, but Hilde is very dislikable right now. I hate secretive characters, like, unironically. I fucking despise them in, like, almost anything. Every game, any anime that I watch, I just hate, like, secretive characters. Like extremely secretive, I should just clarify. Secrets are fine and all that, but, like, extremely secretive characters just make you dislikable. Not a bad character per se, but just very, not, like, you just don't like. Just don't like them. Huff huff. Dang it, why are there so many of them? Are you okay, Lin? You're all out of the shape because all you do is lie around and pull the trigger. Quit running around. You'll only slow us down, so why don't you go lie down somewhere instead? You think rushing behind enemy lines like a mad bull will help the team at all? Then again, I guess you all lack the brain cells to comprehend words like strategy and tactics. Only weaklings like you give a hoot about that crap. The truly strong don't need the brains. Huh. Seeing Yujin like that makes me feel stupid for ever worrying about her. That was a compliment, by the way. Please don't take it the wrong way. Of course, y'all don't need to worry about me. Remember what the cap said? We are strong, right, Captain? Captain? That's right, we are strong. So we'll do just fine from now on, too. Y'all hear that? We got nothing to worry about. Yes, Commander. I'll keep my chin up. So everything went according to your plan after all. Satisfied? I have no idea what you're talking about, Master. Ugh, forget it. How much time do we have left anyway? It's only been 15 minutes since you asked me last. What, it feels like it's been an eternity. You know, I've always noticed that patience isn't your strongest suit. We're not gonna last much longer at this rate. We're outnumbered after all. Of course, they'll only try to shape the situation in their favor. This is the bridge. Ship-sized gravitational waves have been detected. Based on this data, the object appears to be servicing from the counterside. As for the quantity, well, more than a dozen. They're trying to surround us. Incoming standoff, artillery activating the force barrier now. We've identified other ships. They match the lost ship sighted in the North America, Africa, and Australia? Australia? That's me! Representation, boys! Yes, we exist! Yes! Dreams come true! Australia is finally recognized as a country, boys. Honestly, it warms the heart. Now, if only they could just implement servers for Australia, maybe that's be a bit more recognition, but hey, at least we were named, right? At least we were name dropped. Ha! I had no idea that Australia existed. Oh, sorry, those things could move. I thought they were just fixed in the areas afflicted with the abnormal phenomena. Tactical simulation shows if we engage them with our current forces, we don't stand a chance. Requesting guidance on response measures. This can't be good. What should we do, Master? What are you asking me for? I thought you couldn't care less about what I've got to say. Why don't you just do whatever you want to again? Are you still angry about that? That's why people think you're cute for your age. Ooh. Still, we need to figure out a way to survive this at least, for the sake of your precious Mina, don't you think? Ugh. Bridge, what's the status on the Eternium drive charge? Pardon? Nothing significant to report. It's maintaining normal energy levels. Good. Prepare for an emergency dive in order to avoid engagement. We go over to the counterside, but we don't even have coordinates. Just punching some random ones then? That's our only way out of here right now. But what if we run into a powerful CO or something? At this point, COs would be more acceptable risk for us. If we hesitate any longer, we'll be caught in their Eternium energy field. We won't be able to dive away from that. Execute now. Yes, ma'am! Emergency dive commencing. Okay. Incredible. Can we get back to the hand-holding scene? Can we get back to the hand-holding scene? Yeah, uncensored hand-holding. Come on, man. I want to hear what they're talking about. Here we are. The vibration stopped. Judging by the energy waves, they must be executing the emergency dive sequence. Wherever we end up dropping, hopefully luck is on the navigator's side if we are to return alive. How about your colleagues out there? Aren't you worried about them? This is too different from what I expected. I thought you'd have many questions for me. Me? Why? Given the violent emotional response to the death of my source and your reaction upon seeing me for the first time, I thought you'd have many questions about my source. Even if I did, why would I ask you about it? You said yourself, you're not Narei. But I wouldn't say I'm completely unrelated. My memories and identity may be distinct from hers, but they are not completely inseparable either. I cannot deny the fact that I too am under the residual influence of my source. If you wish, I could tell you about what the source was thinking. Her feelings about you, about family, even her final thoughts right before she died, should you wish to hear them. In exchange, I would like to hear what you've got to say about the source. Your memories with her, stories about her, and her associates, your feelings for her. Anything would be acceptable. I just want you to hear them coming from you. That is not a difficult request, is it? Forget it. What did you expect? Did you think I'd play along with your sappy talk? You think you can share Narei's thoughts with me? Don't make me laugh. To me, you're nothing more but a walking corpse. You're just a monstrous product of the Syndicate's sixth sense of humor, nothing more, nothing less. So how am I supposed to believe anything a monster like you says? I'm not going to fool myself again like that. You're not Shin Narei. It's very hopeful. So that's how it is. Even if you were the real Narei, it doesn't change a thing. I don't need you to tell me what Narei was really thinking. She hated me with all of her heart. As much as I wish I could deny it, I can't. Because of me, she lost her brother and her entire family. So I'll forget about her too. I'll forget about her too now. I don't need a friend who hates me. Especially ones that are dead now. Jesus Christ. Besides, Who's to say that that was even the real... Bro, she's cooked up on copium right now. Who's to say that was even the real Narei? If anything, that was probably another monster the Syndicate created, I'm sure. I see. So that is what you think. Hang on. Your eyes. Oh, incredible. I've never shed these before, so this is what they call tears. Why are you crying all of a sudden? You're just a monster. Like you said, I am aware that I am nothing but a product. A clone, if you will. I've always known this fact. Thus, I thought I would be immune to this from the emotional distress that afflicts ordinary humans. However, it appears that I was wrong. This is more painful than I expected. God damn it, Mina, you absolute bitch. This is why nobody likes Mina either. Nobody likes Hilde, nobody likes Mina. Shiyoon is the best. Everyone else is cringe. And the vice president, she's cool. Shiyoon, the vice presidents, they're cool. Hilde and Mina, cringe lords. Miss Yoon, or vice president, what do you... Oh no, not vice president, this lady, Siyoon. C-O Yoon. I was curious about how things were going, just trying to see if I can find out anything about the current situation. The situation? It's a mess, basically. I mean, diving with random coordinates, who knew we'd end up on the suicide mission like this? I should have just listened to Mom and gone to dental school. If I made a mistake back, if I ever make it back alive, I'm going to quit and look for a job as a barista or something. Well, I'm sure we'll make it out alive. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Hey, Chloe. What do you think? Can we make it out alive? We'll make it. We won't. We'll make it. We won't. We won't. We're screwed. Dang it. This is all because you've angered the fairy godmother by talking to me while I was communing with her. This doesn't count. Nope. Do over. But I'm just an innocent girl worried about her well-being. I didn't realize your fairy godmother was so mean. The spirit is angry. He's given us this omen. That's the emergency alert signal. And make up your mind between the fairy godmother and a spirit. What? Bridge, what's going on? Corruption ray from multiple sources detected, including Category 3 corruption rays and unique types. Unique types? Which types exactly? Analyzing. One moment. Patterns match. Replaces. What? Oh my god, the replacer king was waiting in hiding. The unique type approaching is a replacer. Oh my god. That can't be. It's impossible to retroactively calculate and track down dive coordinates this quickly. But I'm just reading off whatever the computer's showing me. But how? It's the king or queen. Oh no. So this is where you've been. Replacer Bishop. I knew you and I would never get along. But I never wished for this sort of outcome. It's too bad, really. All forces, crush the enemy. Charge! I was expecting the king or queen, but fair enough. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. Damn, it really gets rid of all information, doesn't it? Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum. Oh? Okay. Epic intro. Quillpoth factor. Quillpototh factor. Quillman factor. Doki star. Port side, 10 o'clock. Enemy unit commencing 5th attack wave incoming rapidly towards the bow. Category 3 advancing from enemy formation. Codename Ogre. Failed to track the replace a nice trajectory. Bogey position unknown. Extreme caution advised. Old squad, you'll be surrounded in 20 seconds if you maintain your current position. Get out of there. Knock knock. Hi everyone. Got your hands full, huh? How did you get in here? The bridge is for authorized personnel only. There was just something bothering me, you see. I'll be just a minute. Just need to check something. Wait, who said you could... No. Not what's her face. Not Yoon that did this. Oh, dude, if Yoon put some sort of tracking device in here... Oh, dude. Hey, are you even listening to me? You shouldn't touch that. Well, Lena, what's keeping you distracted? You know I can't provide combat support all by myself in a situation like this. Oh, I know, but... Looks like your friend could use a hand. Please go. Don't mind me. I don't need your help. I wasn't trying to help you. Lena? Fine, coming. You don't touch anything, I'll be right back. Sure, whatever you say. I've got a mighty itch that needs to be scratched. Oh, Yoon. Just as I thought. Mic test. Can you hear me? Loud and clear, but that's not the voice that we're used to. Oh, I'm not complaining, you sound lovely though. Oh, I've always known I've got a pretty voice. What do you think you're doing? Butting in on our tactical comms? Sorry to disturb you, but I'll just have to ask a quick question. One moment. Oopsie. Okay, I'm ready. What do you want to know? Where is Miss Seo right now? I don't see her position on the tactical map. Oh, Shiyoon? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her for a while. Oops, I hung up on him. I told you not to touch anything. Oh, sorry, but I really wanted to check this. What's that? Navigation system access log. See this here at the end? Last access by ID Miss Yoon. As a bonus, she even left a trace of her interdimensional cryptocom. Why's this here? The field operative usually don't need access to the navigation system. Come to think of it, Yoon was just here a moment ago. Wait, is this why? Bingo! But she wouldn't do such a thing, would she? What does she have to gain from sending out coordinates to the replacers? Well, we'll have to hear that from herself. But it's probably some sort of grudge if I had to guess. A grudge? The replacer bishop you're keeping in custody here once abducted Miss Seo-yoon and threatened her life, right? If she held a grudge against the replacer bishop from that, now would be a perfect opportunity to get payback, don't you think? After all, collateral damage is bound to happen in conflicts like this. With a little luck, she could get rid of her without soiling her own hands. So Yoon was trying to harm the bishop? I never heard anything like that. Of course you haven't. People's grudges go deeper than you'd think. They don't fade away so easily. As a cop, I've seen many examples of this. Comes with the job, I guess. They really ought to give me some raise for this as well. Anyway, I'll get out of your hair now, sorry to disturb you. Incredible. Where are you going? Hold on, where'd the music go? Oh. Where are you going? Oh, well, wherever the suspect is most likely to appear, of course. Oh. Well, this is now where Mina kills Yoon, right? Surely that has to happen, right? Mina has to kill Yoon now. That's the only outcome, right? That's the only outcome. Fucking Yoon is an idiot, though. Honestly, I'm most impressed. I brought a considerable force with me, yet you still managed to hold your ground. You're indeed a worthy enemy for a knight. Allow me to convey my respect. Oh. Okay, Don Quixote. You think you're a real knight just because they gave you that code name? Are you trying to provoke me? Most worthy foe. Ridicule me all you want. They won't diminish the gratitude I have for you right now. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, I was never designed for ambushes or assassination in the first place. There is only one thing my source has taught me. The ecstasy of battle. And I'm indulging myself in such a bliss right now. Well, sounds like a fancy way of saying less talk and more fighting. Don't you think she'll get along nicely with you, Master? Nevertheless, I have no plans to fail my mission. Although I am reluctant, the time has come to call for help. Help! My queen, please leave the fire, iron, and blood to me. And instead, please carry out the king's bidding. Oh, your plea has been heard. I will take care of that matter. Get down! Wow. Don, I can see why. Just fanatical battle crazy. True. You're right, Master? And by the way, that thing that just swept by, where the heck did that just come from? Did you see that? No, not at all. By the way, is that her? Is it who I think it is? Who are you talking about? Well, hang on, that face. No way. I'm sorry, Supervisor. You idiot, don't sit down right now. But, Cap, where's the captain? Find the captain! Weak sauce, where are you going? Hey. Listen, I knew I didn't like Miss Yoon from the beginning. I'll be honest with you. I knew I didn't like her. And there's a reason for it. Because she's a cringe lord. I knew I didn't like her. Emergency alert! Enemy replacer troops and COs have breached the hull. All hands on deck prepare to defend the ship in accordance with the applicable rules of engagement. Dang it, get up! What are you meant to do? You heard them. They're obviously coming for you. They'll be here any minute now. We have to prepare to welcome our guests, but the analysis will be completed soon. If we unlock our hands now, our efforts will all be in vain. So what are we supposed to do? Just sit here and let them get to us? Crap, already? What the? What are you waiting for? Get out of here right now. There'll be more of them soon. We have to get away. You! Your old squads. Run first. Ask questions later. Fine. Don't let go of my hand. Ooh. There's an escape pod straight ahead. We should be able to link up with the team outside once we get out of there. Outside, isn't it more dangerous out there? Under normal circumstances, yes, but the situation has changed. The enemy has someone way above our weight class now. If we run in here, even you'd have a hard time making it out in one piece. So you came to save me. Why? Last I checked, we're not exactly on a friendliest terms. Like I said, I always pay my debts. Wait, is this because the last time? You saved our captain, I'm just paying you back for that. So you don't need to thank me. The hangar is straight ahead. Oh, how are we going to push through? That's quite a lot of them. Don't worry about that. I'll distract them while you guys make a run for it. Huh? But by yourself, you'll... What, you don't think I can pull it off? I'll buy you enough time to get away, even if I have to bite their ankles off. Wow, that was an awesome line just now. Sounds like pretty badass. What are you guys doing here? Oh, I just followed the traces when we found the bishop's cell completely empty. Lieutenant Kang, why am I wasting my time here trying to protect that scumbag? She's the mastermind of the notorious criminal organization. But she's still a suspect. As police, we'll have our duty to protect a suspect in custody. Me? I won't have any part of this. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter what you think, rules are rules. Now take a deep breath and let's focus on taking those hostiles out. Since you're more of a brute, melee oriented fighter, you're paired with Zhang Lin. I was good at Zhang Ling. I'll cheer you from the sideline, of course. Like you said, I'm just an incompetent, ordinary person. What else am I supposed to do? Well, good luck. I like this lady, Miss Kang So Young. Miss Kang So Young is a real hoot and a ha. Real hoot and a ha of a character, eh? Okay. Oh, these fights are getting a bit long though. Oh, actually, why is this lady so far down in the line? I just need to move my my Shifuyu a bit higher in the attack order so she gets deployed sooner. Because this guy ain't doing much. Never mind. But I think if I do move her in the... I probably should put her before something. Die, monsters! You're amazing out there, Major. Well, what are you talking about? Cut the crap and start running. Ma'am, as you command. Let's get going then. Huh? What's wrong? Everyone get down! Wow. Ah, you're hurting my head. You don't have to press down that hard, you know. Listen to me closely now. I'm going to try and hold them off here. You turn back that way and we came and get out of here. You want us to go back now? What are you talking about? Just do as I say. I don't know how many seconds I can last against her. Ha ha ha! Your intuition is as sharp as ever, my child. Lin. Ugh. That stings a little, actually. Although your abilities seem to have grown considerably, you do realize you can't harm me with these toys, don't you? Crud. What are you doing here? Are you still chasing after us? You are the future of us replacers. Of course, we're still looking for you. But today, I am here to see someone else. Someone else? Who? There she is. Long time no see, Officer Candidate Shiyoon. Oh, here it is. Captain? Thank goodness you're here too. I'll provide fire support, Captain. You can... Lin, watch out. What? Oh. Yeah, there's a reason nobody likes you, Cringe Lord. What's going on? Aren't you on the same team? Why? I had a bad feeling this was the case. You're the one who leaked the dive coordinates to the replacers, aren't you? If my conjecture is correct, the person you were calling must have been... Correct. I've leaked the coordinates and colluded with the replacers. How come? Was it because of your grudge against the bishop abducting you? A grudge? Seriously? Would I do something like that over such a petty reason? Detectives in TV shows always seem to guess the motive correctly. I guess real cops are different, huh? It wasn't a grudge, then why? I'm sick and tired of it all. Sorry? I'm tired of running, preparing for a hopeless revenge. Most of all, I'm sick of tired of shouting meaningless slogans like "We are strong." You, Mina? I'm grateful to you, you know. What do you mean? Thanks to you, I've realized how weak I truly am. True. During your short career, you already defeated a shadow face-off the knight and taken down the bishop. But what about us? We were underground forever and we never managed to solve anything on our own. I'm sick of being one of the weak guys, sick and tired of it. I'm going to become strong now. Isn't that right, sister? Of course, my little sister, you deserve to become strong. As soon as we return, I will provide you the progressive factor. You should be able to withstand the full transformation to the united type. I'm counting on it. I will withstand the fires of hell if I can become stronger. I like that attitude. I'm looking forward to your progress, little sister. Now, one down. Next item on the agenda. Have you accomplished your mission, Bishop? What? It couldn't be. Hey, say something. The mission is accomplished, Queen. By contacting the original provider, I've recovered the damaged structure of the Quillpot Factor. Although, of course, it is incomplete, it should suffice for upgrading the Immortal System core. Good work, Bishop. You've accomplished the most difficult task. At first, I was most apprehensive to hear that you've volunteered to play the role of bait that the knight was supposed to take, but you did most excellent work. It's fitting of the Arbiter of the Terracide system. You. Was this your plan all along? How dare you? Those stories you told me. Those tears, did they mean nothing? Just as I thought, it was all a lie, everything from start to finish. So you're you, Mina. You know me? A man named Nayuban told me about you. I've pledged to him that I would not harm you, so I will call this a day. Come, Bishop. Shiyoon has the codes for unlocking your restraints. I'll have her free you the moment we get back. Major, can you fight? Oh, you can't be serious. You don't feel this overwhelming pressure. She's a monster. True. And that Mina girl's even stranger than the monster. How can she just stand there like nothing's happening? I can barely manage to hold my ground. I heard that she's just a grade C, so how? You, Mina. What, you still got something left to say to me? I suppose you may not believe me, but I find it most regrettable that it has come to this. No worries, if anything, I'm relieved it turned out like this. Now I know for sure that you guys can't be trusted at all. I was stupid enough to let you get to me for a moment, but I will never ever make this mistake again. I see. However, I do not mind the warmth of your hand. Cut the shit. Do I really look like stupid to tell or really stupid to you? Check your personal email, I sent you a present. It's the least I could do to repay you for the warmth. I wouldn't want to lie about that, if anything else. Have you finished saying your goodbyes? Yes. Then, let us head back. Incredible. What the heck did you just send me? What's this? Oh, do we not get to see it? No? No? Do I not get to see it? No? No, fair enough. You know what? That's kind of cringe. That's kind of a cringe outcome, I'll be honest with you. Here's why. There's a specific anime trope that I think is overused in a lot of recent animes, where the main characters get outsmarted by the villains every single way, like step of the way. And I think this is like a great example of that being done, is that the main characters just all being outsmarted by the characters, just like every step of the way. And I just feel like it's an overused trope, and I kind of find it boring. So that's kind of shitty, in my honest opinion. Because I think it just ruins a lot of the thing. Because like, I don't know, Hilde and fucking Shiyoon are meant to be smart characters, yet they're being outsmarted every single step of the way. I think it's just kind of boring. Anyway, I see, understood. We'll discuss the details when you come back. The patient bishop has escaped. Shiyoon has betrayed us. Given the circumstances, they must be trying to stabilize the core factor they secured last time. Everything is going according to your predictions. Satisfied? What was that? Did I make such predictions? I'm not sure I remember. How much longer are you going to keep hiding behind that ridiculous robot? Isn't it about time you revealed yourself, Administrator? And by the way, I know this is like, he predicted the shit, but it's just, it's like another, he's not a part of the story. I'm just gonna be honest, the fucking main character's not a part of it yet. Why are you putting yourself through this hassle anyway? What are you really after? Are you familiar with the concept of causality? Sounds like something straight out of science fiction. Simply put, it says there's a cause for every result. And yes, they do refer to it a lot in science fiction. So, if you look at it from another angle, it also means this. If the cause is sufficiently potent, the result will be unpreventable. Right now, I am building up the causes. Very thoroughly. Taking my time with it. Until no one can reverse the results. What exactly are these results? You know as well as I do. It's for the coffin to find its master. So, until then, wait patiently, read a sci-fi book to kill time if you must. I can make a few recommendations. Let's see. For starters, Star Wars, that's a great one. I don't actually read sci-fi, so I don't know any sci-fi, so I don't know. Star Trek. Just any book that has star in it as the title. So, basically, we got nothing. How pathetic. Did I just waste 13 hours that much time? As always, every weapon, bullet, and even your underwear are paid for by precious taxpayers' money. Well, I buy my own underwear, actually. And where do you get that money to do that? The taxpayers pay our salary. Wasting time in an emergency like this is the only constitutes loafing, but perhaps even an act of treason. All we did was take a plane. What treason? I am appalled by your lax attitude towards this whole affair. Even as we speak, the reserves are being mobilized to respond to the lost ship situation across the world. If high-grade counters like you and I become unavailable 30 hours, who's going to fill in for us? There'll be less experienced lower-grade counters and ordinary non-powered troops. This will in turn lead to unnecessary losses, which will ultimately lead or impact the nation. You're not wrong, you've got a point. Wow, so there's someone who can make even Sylvia nervous. I'm impressed. For every predator, there is yet another predator. I was just trying to get the job done. I have no time for your absurd excuses, or you're expecting from this tiny, unaccomplished company. As for the head of internal affairs branch, I am compelled to cast reasonable doubt on your ability to discern important matters. As soon as we return, I will submit a detailed report to the Lieutenant General. Pack your things now. We can't just leave. You guys got nothing for me? If you're going to make us come all the way out here, you ought to offer something at least. As if it wasn't enough that you already lost a replacer, you want to ruin my career too? We do have something to show you. Although it's not going to do you much good, but if you insist, give it to me right now. I sent you the data. Wait, is this what I think it is? It's just garbage, isn't it? Sorry I made you waste even more of your time. Where did you get it? Oh, you don't need to worry about that. It's probably just garbage anyway. Tell me, where did you get it? The replacer bishop sent it right before she escaped. Look here, you little perchy bastard. See what we got here? Still think this was a big waste of time? This better not be another one of your lame excuses. Oh. Well, what do you say, kid? While you and that sleazeball were busy with your pissing, I found a fundamental solution to our problem. What are you babbling about? There must have been something useful in that data after all. The encryption on that was far too complex for us to decrypt. It's more than just useful. This here is a replacer headquarters dive coordinates. It also seems to be to contain the data that on that blasted lost ship and the abnormal phenomena. Of course, we'll have to dig a little deeper to make out the details, but this just might be the decisive information we need to solve this problem. Well, that can't be. There's one caveat though, the information has low confidence. After all, it was provided by the replacer bishop who faked her surrender in the first place. We'll have to take it with a grain of salt. Oh, stop throwing wet blankets. It's not like we got any other leads. Even if this was a trap, we need to give it a shot given the circumstances. Yeah, Kyle. I wouldn't expect anything less full-heartedly from you, but I must admit it is our only option for resolving the crisis at the moment. Very well, I'll issue a recall right away. As soon as the entire Delta 7 team has assembled, we can start the dive. We don't have time for that. We have to get in there right now. Right now? Could you elaborate? Hey, you. Did the bishop say anything about these coordinates? I'm not sure. Nothing special, I think. She did say that the coordinates are single-use only. They can't be used a second time. Although I'm not sure how that even works. It's exactly as she put it. These are no ordinary dive coordinates. This is an energy level chart for opening Schrodinger-type quantum tunnel. Schrodinger-type quantum tunnel? What's that? Basically, it's a dimensional portal that opens only when an observer is present. Once you use it, the energy levels will change, so you can't arrive at the same destination even if you use the same coordinates. So that's what she meant by single use only. This technology was supposed to exist only in theory, but those replacer bastards managed to actually put it into application. What's up with those guys, eh? Still doesn't answer my question. Why can't we wait for reinforcements? Quantum tunnels are very unstable. In their natural state, they normally break down within 20 nanoseconds of opening. Though I guess the crux of their technology lies in keeping the tunnel open longer somehow, but given the elapsed time, we're still cutting it close. There's no telling when the tunnel will close. But understood, then what forces do we have to immediate disposal? Us two, the Fenry squad here, and we're in as well, obviously. Major? This isn't even our jurisdiction, and it hardly seems like a job for cops, you know? Perhaps it's best we withdraw from the case for now. Don't be ridiculous, I didn't come all the way here just the back way. Until we've completely uprooted the Magellan's predictions. Bro, the Magellan's Prediction Society is not a thing anymore! It ain't in the picture, lady! Magellan's dead! He's out! Jesus. Police SWAT 4 will never give up, apparently. But Magellan is no longer with us. We're coming too, eh? How about you guys? I'm sure there must be some kind of misunderstanding. There's no way our Cap abandoned us. She must have been blackmailed or something. Whatever it is, we must go find out the truth. You may not. What? Why? Isn't it obvious? Your leader has betrayed us. How can I trust the rest of you? But there's more. Given your track record, even a fool could guess that you guys have some sort of history with the replacer. But that's a misunderstanding. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. Regardless of the nature of your relationship with them, that presents an unnecessary risk. Any misunderstanding can be resolved after I return. Until then, the old squad is to stand by at HQ. But well, that settles who's all going to the out to the picnic together. Now be careful, everyone. The quantum tunnel is unlike any ordinary dive. It's crawling with COs and shadows lurking in between dimensions. Let's get going. Okay. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. So, do we get to kill Miss Yoon? That would be kind of fun. If we can kill Yoon at the end of this chapter. Or at the end of this episode. God, my throat is getting real fucked right now. Ugh. But so far, apart from that weird ending, I like this chapter, actually. A lot of fun little kind of conversation moments. To be quite frank, though, I only really care about when Shiyoon and Hilde are talking, because that's kind of the only interesting part. Everything else is kind of like filler talk. Diving, we've passed through the quantum tunnel. The radar, I mean the crystal ball, is clear as ever. No signs of corruption, rays, or shadows chases either. What is she talking about, crystal ball? Just means that there are no issues, no need to pay attention to any of the other rubbish she says. We've turned one corner, what now? Quantum Dive has a large margin of error when it comes to arriving at the right destination. For now, we'll just have to search the area and see if we can locate the replacers. And then? Well, we'll have to find the replacer factor transmitter and destroy it. Replacer factor transmitter? Sounds interesting. While we were passing through the quantum tunnel, I had a chance to analyze the replacer bishop's data a little more. According to the data, all these phenomena, including the regenerating lost ships, are something called the system terracide created by the replacer. What's that? In short, it's kind of like a reverse terraforming system. It's supposed to turn reality into an environment similar to the counterside. System terracide is comprised of two independent systems. One is the immortal system, which they likely acquired through the lost ship. The other is the replacer factor transmission system. Ooh, quiet. The names are pretty telling, right? It's in the immortal system, the core marks all the atomic components comprising the subject and reverses them to a certain point in time. That's how the lost ships manage to keep regenerating. Atoms. I don't know much about science, but aren't there like a gazillion of them? The human is comprised of about 10 to the power of 28 atoms, so regenerating all those lost ships will involve even more atoms. That sure sounds like an astronomical figure. Is it possible to mark all of those and control them remotely? It would be with the lost ships technology, but there are a lot of there are also many gaps. Jesus, I was gonna say GPSs. For instance, the range of subjects may be limited, or it might consume tremendous amount of energy. The biggest flaw would be that destroying the immortal system core that controls the regeneration would in turn break down all the terminals at once. Cut out the roots to wither the stem, so to speak. Isn't that right, Master? Why are you asking me? Oh, I don't know. I wonder why. That's a good analogy. By nature, the immortal system core uses tremendous amounts of energy, so it cannot move far from the energy source. So in a way, it's sort of like a root. Meanwhile, the lost ship serves as a terminal for distributing the replacer factors across the interdimensional transmission paths. And that's what the replacer factor transmission system is all about! This was the cause behind the acute corruption syndrome we've been seeing among the afflicted populations. They distribute the replacer factor. Then could it be? It probably is what you're thinking. I see. What do you mean, Shiyoon? What are you guys talking about? Normally, corruption syndrome occurs among those who have been exposed to powerful corruption rays of at least CSE level 4. But we didn't see any changes to the CSE level in these areas. Which begs the question, how did these cases of corruption syndrome come out? Well, it's because what we've been seeing is in fact not the corruption syndrome, but instead the mutation caused by replacer factor contamination. What? You're familiar with the fact that the replacers have been producing human CO hybrids, right? With this system, they can cause the mutations en masse without having to perform complex procedures on each individual. Well, of course, the success rate is a lot lower, so most folks will collapse into a CO during the mutation. It's sort of like the fog they sprayed when we fought the Replacer Knight for the first time at KS1. Something like that, except the effective range of this is on a whole lot wider. Then, can't we just smash that immortal system or whatever it is? Didn't you say getting rid of that would do the trick? I wish it were that simple, but unfortunately the core remains hidden thanks to its own stealth feature. It's impossible to pinpoint its location with the outdated search system of your piece of shit, fucking garbage shit, piece of crap, filthy garbage, fucking ass, dog shit ship, you fucking peasant company. We're sorry, this is a piece of junk is all we got. Anyway, that's why we need to destroy the replacer factor transmitter first in order to find the immortal system core. Because the massive amount of replacers factor supplied by the transmitter is in fact the main energy source for the immortal system core. How's that even possible though? Well, the replacer factors are actually sort of like an nanomachine made of eternium alloy. So you basically convert the eternium into energy eternium into energy that's hardly impossible. Is that right? We're just gonna sit here for a moment. I've just said a lot of words, and essentially it all boils down to destroy the immortal thing. It's like a root, you kill it, and it kills everything above. But it's hard to kill because we have a shit ship. That's essentially what we've just learned. In about like 18 fucking pages of dialogue, we learned that it's like a root, kill the stem, you kill everything else. But we can't do that because we have a dog shit ship. Then we should seek out this transmitter first. However, using the ship's standoff ISR system may compromise our location. There's no need to heighten the enemy's alertness unnecessarily, right? So everyone will split up into smaller groups and locate the enemy ourselves. Should you encounter any CO during the search, dispatch them as quietly as possible. If you find anything suspicious, do not engage beyond your capabilities. Instead, report your findings immediately and fall back. That's all. My throat is killing me. Oh, I'm in so much pain. Hey, what's up, King? What's up, dude? How's it going? How's your day been, buddy? Oh, dude, that's so... I got a sore throat. I'm gonna have to drink a tea later. Holy crap. Maybe I can go make a tea now. Now we're almost done with the chapter. I'll make a tea after that, maybe. Oh, God. Let me just recover for just a moment here, boys, before we continue. It was a good day. Had a nap. Hey, Pog, dude. Pog, dude. Pardon me, eh? Pardon me. My bad. Had a nap, babe. So you're not sleeping for the next 45 hours? Dude, that's fucking epic. Let's go, dude. Okay, let's push onwards. No sleep for the weary. Wicked weary. Wicca. Oh god, I keep on burping. I'm so sorry. Go. I still don't get it. Get what? These replacer guys. Like, I mean, like, come on. What do they have to gain from turning everyone into corrupt object like this? Beats me. Perhaps they want to save the environment by reducing the human population. Since when were the COs good for the environment? Well, they might be, or not. I guess high levels of corruption rays won't provide for a very habitable environment for most life forms. Exactly! I mean, even those replacers will need to find a way to keep surviving. So what are they going to do after making the entire planet like the counterside? Move to Mars or something? Mars doesn't sound very hospitable either. But I think you may have hit the nail on the head. Huh? Perhaps their real objective is... Kyle Wong here. I've got eyes on the massive facility likely to be the target. All operatives assemble at the ship immediately upon hearing this transmission. Oh wow, they already found the transmitter. These folks sure are capable. Shall we get going then, Mina? Shiyoon, you didn't finish your sentence. Oh, it was just a personal guess, that's all. If you're that curious, you could just ask them yourselves. I've got a feeling we'll be meeting them very soon. Shiyoon! Hilde? No, Kyle. The facility assessed by the replacer factor transmitter is about 2 clicks out in front of us. Based on our findings, the transmitter itself doesn't seem to be armed, though. But it must be heavily guarded, no? You mean all those things swarming there are guarding their transmitter? Large corrupted objects armed with heavy firearms? That's pretty brilliant, actually. That level of resistance is hardly surprising given the key nature of this position. Lucky for us, there are no replacer officers there, though. If we're just dealing with the small fry, we might actually have a shot. Very well, what's the plan then? First, Kyle and I will lure the enemy troops away. In the meantime, Fenrir Squad and the police officers will each take a different route and approach the replacer factor transmitter. Whoever gets there first can demolish the transmitter. Mission accomplished. You're going to lure away them just between the two of you? It will be far too dangerous. That is precisely why we'll be doing that. We can't leave the most dangerous mission to private mercenaries who lack sufficient discipline, training, and track record. Is it me, or did that textbook answer sound somehow offensive? Let's just let it slide for now, Mina. Well, if you insist. How about you, police officers? We can handle it. Lieutenant Kang's specialty is in blindly charged hostile formation in a measly vehicle. If you'd like to spice things up, we could place a bet on which team will destroy the transmitter first. Excuse me, Major? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not even a counter. Wasn't I supposed to stay behind? I'll be counting on your extraordinary driving skills like always, Lieutenant. Major, could you at least look me in the eyes when you say that? Sounds fun. I trust I trust uninformed civil servants like yourselves won't go back on your word even if you lose, correct? Of course, we won't. We don't plan on losing either. Okay. Incredible. You leave me no choice then. Did you all get that Fenry squad? We can't go back now, can we? I guess we'll have to actually put in a little effort this time. What's with you all? Why is everyone so motivated all of a sudden? It's one of the Master's few vices. She's a total sucker for betting. Says you're the one warming up right now. Oh, well, of course, a bet's a bet after all. Bets are meant to be won. What are you even talking about? I've never seen you like this. Then let this be a learning experience for you, rookie. Fenry squad can tolerate failing a mission, but never losing a bet. Everyone ready? Let's give this all we've got. Let's give it all we've got, friends! Whatever the fuck they say. I fucking hate anime. No, I don't. I like anime. Anime's cool. I love Twitter so much, dude. I love Twitter. I love seeing One Punch Man on Twitter. It's the best thing, just opening Twitter and seeing One Punch Man manga. Fuck yes! Ugh! Hilde here! We've destroyed the replacer factor transmitter. No, we destroyed the transmitter. I'm sure we delivered the final blow. Looks like the police officer communicator had a little accident. How unfortunate. Yes, it's truly regrettable. However, an accident that had nothing to do with us isn't going to change the outcome, is it? Of course not. That's highly unlikely. Ha 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 ha. You guys totally sound like villains right now. Still, I guess it's good to see you get along after being a bit awkward around each other lately. I repeat, the replacer factor transmitter has been destroyed. Requesting BDA. I heard you the first time. Give me a sec. I'm trying to get the interdimensional comm set up. Okay, good. The areas causing the corruption syndrome are dissipating. The rate of regeneration for the lost ship have also markedly slowed down. Didn't even know that was a word. The immortal system core must be malfunctioning. For real? Huh, looks like it was well worth the effort. What do you say, kid? Don't you feel compelled to praise me for this brilliant accomplishment? You were only doing part of your job. Don't let it get to your head. Such results to be expected from an agent of Strategic Special Operations Command. Oh, you're a real pro at throwing a wet blanket. Isn't it a crime to lower your colleagues' morale like that? It is not. More importantly, have we located the immortal system core? There's not much time. We must find and destroy the core before more of them arrive. I know. They'll show up as soon enough now. Now that the main energy source has been cut off. Bridge, did you get all that? Copy, Commander. We're scanning the vicinity with our radar and maximum output. Hurry up. We have to finish this quickly before the officers appear. Wabam! Anomaly detected. 5 kilometers to 11 o'clock. Unknown massive structure detected. Based on a comparative analysis, energy signature Sylvia provided is assessed to be the immortal system core. Wow! Great! We found it! Smash it! Oh, fucking cringe, Lord. Sorry, but I won't allow it. Miss Yoon, actually, huh? Miss Yoon. God, my throat. Give me 1 second. Jesus Christ. This is terribly painful. Terribly painful. They made a character see through like in Genshin? Good. No more degeneracy, please. No more degeneracy. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord for this fucking blessing. Sorry, but I won't allow it. Huh? You! How have you been, you Mina? It hasn't been that long since we last saw each other. I'm still glad to see you again. What's with the new look, huh? Oh, this is nothing. I combined the progressive factor they provided to the replace officers with my own alternative factor. I guess if we have to give it a name, we could call it the Ultragressive mode. Yeah, we won't ever call it that, by the way. We won't ever call it the Ultragressive mode. After all, I should prepare myself if I'm to face off with an elite closer like you. Closer? Sorry, what? Did they They use the wrong name. They use the wrong name. They're not closes, they're counters. Do they... Closes are from the game called Closes. Right? They use the wrong name? Can't steal Valkyrie's pants anymore? Good. It's fucking degenerate, dude. I gotta be honest with you. Absolutely degenerate. Respect them. Respect characters. I think this is a typo here for the actual game Closes. Hold on, let me open up Steam. Because I used to play that game. Hold on, where is it? Yeah, this bad boy. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, this thing Closes, and the characters are all called Closes. Oh, they had a bit of a typo, do they? Interesting. Honestly, it doesn't really matter, because I know what it meant, but that's kind of a funny one that they kind of got it mixed up with, two, like, games that have kind of, like, similar character style things. That's kind of interesting. I don't remember that. Yeah, okay, that's a bit interesting then. Again, not a real problem because it's kind of the same closer, counter, close enough for me. But yeah. You've lost me again. Anyway. Or rather, let me switch this up so you guys don't see the bars. What are you doing here? Oh, you're not here to stop us, are you? Of course I am. What do you think, I showed up for tea time or something? How could you be so shameless after you betrayed all of your teammates? Aren't you even a little embarrassed? Betrayed? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't betray anyone. I simply returned to where I was before. What? Don't pretend like you didn't see this coming at all. You knew we had something to do with the Syndicate. Judging by the utter lack of alt squad members, it seems like you knew this already. Well, so it sounds like you were a replacer after all. That's right. But that's odd. Given how the replacer Knight and Bishop treated you before, I wouldn't have thought you were in an antagonistic relationship with the Syndicate. You didn't exactly seem like you'd be partnering up with them. Well, let's just say we found a point of mutual interest. Just as much as I needed the replacers, they needed me too. Mutual interest, you say? Well, I'm curious what that mutual interest entails exactly. Now's not the best time for you to be prying into my personal life, is it? I'm sure you've got more important things to do, for example, like getting out of here alive. What's that sound? Priority report? Composite units of COs and replacers have appeared at your 11, 4, and 7 o'clock. We're surrounded. When did they? It was just a trap. It's highly unlikely so many troops would just happen to be ambushing here. Correct? I've got a pretty good instinct for these sort of things, you see. I thought there was something fishy about the way the regenerated replacer Bishop was acting when she was leaving. Seeing that you're here, I bet she leaked the intel to you. Still, something seems rather off here. Surely they wouldn't grant you the authority to mobilize this many troops when you just recently defected. Or could this be an independent decision of yours? You're right, I am pushing it here a bit. But like you said, a fresh defector like me ought to take a little risk to win recognition from the new boss, don't you think? At the end of the day, I think I bet my chips pretty wisely here. If I expose the regenerated Bishop's betrayal and take all of you out too, my standing in the Syndicate will skyrocket for sure. You really want to go all the way with this? It's not too late, you know. If you call off the troops and return to us, I'm sure we can consider leniency. Haha! Why don't you save that gibberish for after you destroy the core? Clearly you're the ones who are cornered right now. Cornered? Us? Your factor transmitter thingy has already been destroyed. You're the one who's cornered. I'd hate to burst your bubble, but we can always make a new replacer factor transmitter. Sure, it would take some time, but that's all it is. Nothing will change as long as the Immortal System core is intact. If that's how it is, I guess we'll just smash that too. You think you can stop us all by yourself? Oh, of course not. I've watched you fight closely by your side. I know what you're capable of more than anyone else here. So I'd be a fool to fight you head on, wouldn't I? This is just for buying more time. As long as I can hold my ground until the officers come, they'll take care of the rest. So that's how you want to play, of course. Lucky girls like you might understand, but I'm always dead serious about these things. Why, you little piece of shit? Alright then, best of luck to you all. If you manage to break through the siege and reach the Immortal System core, I'll do you the honor of fighting myself. That is if you still got enough fuel in your tank by then. Enemy troops approaching. Cool. Damn. I'm a degenerate like everyone else. Fair enough, dude. The one dude used new technique. May Hirsch of Origin outfit is steel pantsuit. Still works. I remember seeing that. I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. But fair enough, eh? Fair enough. The one character who's fully clad in armor, if the players find a way with that, then the players can find a way with anything. A character fully clad in armor gets exposed. Incredible. All replaced units have been routed. They're retreating. Should we pursue them? Don't be ridiculous. Stand by and regroup until further instructions. We won't be pursuing them further. Understood. Huff huff, you okay, Mina? No, not okay. Crap. I think I'm gonna pass out. Sounds like you're doing just fine, actually. Why don't you just go and get some rest at the ship for now? I don't think there's much time left anyway. How's everything over there? Why bother asking? You know, kind of sucks. We'd have the advantage if we had plenty of time to fight. And why is the music gone? I like music. Oh, it is this song. Whoops. My bad. Plenty of time to fight, but time is not on our side either. That's right, the Shiyoon girl knows how to fight smart. At this rate, I guess we have to admit we're at a disadvantage. Got enough supplies? What do you think? Look over there. Who is the quartermaster over there? We'd appreciate any surplus of ammunition and plutonium energy packs you could be able to supply. Well, we're out of supplies as well, you see. If it's a matter of money, you don't need to worry. As we're in combat, we're willing to offer you 3 times the market price. Actually, more than that. Seriously, it's not about because of money, we're really out of it too. Have a look at yourself. We can barely manage, we barely have enough to keep the Eternium drive going. If we have enough, have another battle, we might be able to, or might not be able to return to our dimension. Alas, it appears you were speaking the truth. Understood. What kind of task force are you? You fly around a huge ship like that and you don't even carry enough supplies with you? You don't get to say that. This is all because you raided our supplies last time and included the emergency storage. Looks like we're stuck in a rut here, but we can't turn back now, can we? Precisely. If we stall any further, replace officers will show up and then we're really done for. We'd better keep moving forward even if things aren't working in our favor, right? Understood. We're leaving. Everyone get ready. Already? Shouldn't we just rest up a little more? Everyone seems to be exhausted. I wish we could, but we just don't have the luxury right now. Before we are completely out of commission, we must end this while we still can. Avenged gentleman? Not necessarily, but I wouldn't say I'm a super degenerate. I'm just like a moderate degenerate. Like, boobs is where I stop, you know what I mean? Booba is where I stop, you know what I mean? That's like my good point. I wanted to alter my team a bit here, actually. Right? I wanted to move you there, because you're super powerful. And I wanted to move you there, and then you there. And Shiyoon can be after the healer lady. Yeah. That's impressive! I didn't know you'd actually break through the siege. Seriously, I'm asking this out of curiosity. Who are you people? I mean, you're way too capable to be working as mercenaries for a Chinese task force company on the verge of bankruptcy. Well, I appreciate the compliment, but now if you really hold us in such a high regard, why didn't you let us through? Sorry, Commander Hilde. I really wish I didn't have to fight you guys myself, but I just got this new job, you see. I need to show them what a diligent employee I am, you know? Besides, you all seem quite exhausted from trying to break that siege, so maybe I've got a shot after all. Shut up, we still got enough juice to knock you out. Well, aren't you a sprightly little thing? Fine, I'll always want to go toe-to-toe with you eventually. Sylvia, yeah? I'm asking just in case, do you have any aces up your sleeve? Well, I do, sorta, but it will take some time to prep. Time? The one thing we're very short on right now. Very well, I'll see what I can do. Meanwhile, begin preparing whatever it is that you've got to end this once and for all. You got it, leave that to me. This guy, motherfucker as well. Jesus Christ. I have returned. You useless scum! Stomp, I will kill you. Finley, whatever. What is that thing? I thought I'd seen it all until there was a line of duty. If this tops the chart, I guess there's always something new to see in this world. Them again. It's always nice to see a familiar face. You know, you're totally creep sometimes. Watch out, guys. He may look funny, but he packs a punch out of a heavy CO. Make me laugh. Master, what is it? You may have caught on already, but Mina's been subconsciously emitting an increasing amount of energy. Are you just going to sit back and watch? Or will you... No, not yet. She hasn't crossed the line yet. As long as we don't do what Yuban did... Sorry. And force be extracted from her, it's not enough to wake them. It's not enough to wake them up. Them, you say? Oh. Mina's gonna exude the Quillpoth factor at the end of this, right? That's gonna be the big thing. Mina's gonna fucking use the Quillpoth factor to fight. Like, and it's gonna be a super high degree, no? Damn, fucking Shiyoon, ultra aggressive Shiyoon sucks. is like posted by Joey the Anime Man. Oh yeah, Joey the Anime Man likes a lot of like degen stuff on Twitter, 100%. If you watch any of the Trash Taste podcasts, you'll definitely know that. But to be quite frank, he also likes high quality stuff, so it's like... The cause force barrier. Eyes on me, Mina. Didn't you say you were going to take me down? Shiyoon, Mina may be a hothead, but she's not going to fall for such a cheap trick. I was about to take you down, alright? Come at me. Incredible. Okay, she totally fell for that. Sylvia! How's that ace up your sleeve coming along? We need to take out that core while its force barrier is down. Almost there? Kyle! Got the emergency fleet recall code on you, right? Get it ready right now. You mean Freedom Strike? But this place is not accessible via ordinary dive coordinates. Even if I activated the code, the fleet won't be able to arrive. Just do as I say, I'll take care of the rest. Very well, if you insist. Kyle Wong here, authentication code SC Delta 7 4RGXA, whatever the fuck. Activating emergency operation, code Freedom Strike, designate the origin of this transmission as the target. All task force and coalition fleet vessels that receive this transmission are to assemble at this location in accordance with the administration article agreement CSE 7. This is a priority order. Over and out. Just as I expected, nothing is happening. Unless it is. This is Cruiser Stiletto, dive complete. Administration detachment, Skeleton Eye, we are the target coordinates. Salt Bridge, Blue Bridge, standing in the orders. Why do you need a boss to blow up? What the fuck is happening? It can't be the administration's multinational coalition fleet. Incredible. But how? This place is inaccessible without the quantum tunnel coordinates. Sylvia, was it you? Hey, if they brought us this much time, I ought to step up my game too. Creating a quantum tunnel from scratch is a stretch even for me, but since I know the previous tunnel's energy levels, I could calculate some variable coordinates based on that. Well, I see. Really have to tip my hat to you this time. That is most impressive, Sylvia. I'll be sure to include this in my report. Save your sappy talk for later and focus on taking down the core first. Wilco. Attention, all vessels in the fleet. The target is the Immortal System core ahead of you. Focus all fire to eliminate the target immediately. Copy that. Roger that. You boys hear that? Don't just stand there. Fire! Boom, boom, boom! That's pretty cool. This is kind of like the Avengers thing in Endgame, right? Where they like all appear through the portal. That's pretty badass. Scanning for energy response from the core. It's gone. It's been completely destroyed. See that, Chloe? The cavalry has arrived. The cavalry is here, apparently. We're saved. We can return home. What are you so excited about? I knew it would turn out like this from the very start. Your arms and legs are shaking like crazy, though. Why don't you come clean and admit that you were scared? Incredible performance. Now, can we kill Yoon as well? Please tell me we kill Yoon, right? Even though she has, like, a playable awakened character, can we just kill her? She's fucking cringe and dumb and cringe, right? At the same time. Freedom Strike, huh? I didn't name it. Don't ask me. I'm pretty embarrassed, too. Although it's not exactly my idea of freedom, I'm sure it packs a punch. Even the Immortal System core wouldn't have stood a chance against that kind of firepower. Congratulations on a successful operation. This should put a pin in whatever the Syndicate was plotting. Okay, copy that. This is just in. The lost ships causing the phenomena stop regenerating. For real? That's nice, that's right. They will lift the emergency order as soon as the remaining lost ships are destroyed, although cleaning up will take a considerable amount of time. It looks like most serious matters have been resolved. Good work, Sylvia. And you as well, Kaufman Company. You're welcome. Hey, come on, nothing for us? We followed our calling to fight for the citizens as well. Isn't that right, Lieutenant Kang? Say something. Lieutenant Kang? What are you thinking about? Oh, Major, sorry. Something just doesn't sit well with me. The Immortal System core was undoubtedly the most important strategic asset for them, so it doesn't make sense that the officer never showed up, even if it was a surprise attack. Could this really be over? It almost feels too easy. Oh yeah, it's definitely way too easy. That was like a fake, right? That was a fake. 100%. 100% fake. Because there's still Terracide Chapter 2. There he is, the king. Oh.
Oh, we're almost done, boys. We got 2 story chapters to go, and then we're done with episode 4. Ooh. Stretch a bit.
Holy crap, my voice is raspy. Looks like it's checkmate, Yoon. Huh. Don't worry, though. We used to be colleagues, so we'll probably go easy on you. Probably. It's too late for that, isn't it? What do you mean? Whabam! Head cut off! Shiyoon? Shiyoon! Are you alright? What the fuck? What took you so long? I thought you failed for real. Apologies. It took a bit longer to activate the second immortal system core than expected. Even with the entire computing capacity of Bishop, Knight, and myself, we just barely managed to write and build the booting code. I must say though, it was a bit of a surprise. I had my reservations on whether you had truly turned, but here you are, having accomplished your mission so well. I'm quite touched, Shiyoon. Enough with the chit-chat, just remember to keep your promise. Why, of course. I will give you what you want as soon as we get back. It's a legacy device for anti-Quibble factor combat I prepared especially for you. Hang on now, sorry for butting in, but a second immortal system core? What the hell is that supposed to mean? You must be Sylvia Lena Cooper of Delta 7. I've heard much from you from the Deputy Commander. Oh, don't change the subject and just answer me. What the heck is the second immortal system core? It's exactly as it sounds. It's the second one. We've excavated 2 of them now. You just destroyed 1 of them. And we've managed to make a few upgrades to the other, which we've just activated successfully. Upgraded? Don't be absurd. There's no way you'd have more than 1 rare artifact like the immortal system core. You think your lame attempt at bluffing would work on me? You don't believe me? Well then I suppose I can just show you. What the fuck? What, is she destroying them? Mayday! This is the assault ship Blue Bridge. Soleto and Skeleton Eye are down. The ship's force barrier cannot withstand the attack with that level of output, requesting immediate retreat. Well, bam! Boom. What's going on? 3-dimensional combat ships were taken out in a single shot. No way. Everyone! The energy signatures of the Immortal System core are being detected again. It's even more potent than the last time. Wait, is that? Bridge, take evasive maneuvers now. The 4th wave is coming. Yes, ma'am! Take evasive maneuvers. Eek! Bridge, give me a sitrep bridge. Come in, this is the bridge. We've recovered the comm system. Is everyone alive? How's the ship? We managed to evade a direct hit. We've taken heavy losses though. The ship has been damaged severely. The ship is not mission capable. It's fine as long as you're still alive. Make an emergency landing nearby and evacuate the crew. Oh, I thought it was just an old rusty ship, but it seems to be sturdier than it looks. You scumbag, what did you just do? I told you, didn't I? I showed you the second Immortal System core. That's a second core? Jesus Christ, this doesn't make any sense. The Immortal Core system is not a weapon. It's merely a high-end atom rearranger, and it rearranged the atoms aggressively. Like I said, we made a few upgrades. That's possible. It wasn't so easy for us either, but obtaining the Quibble factor from your girl made this all possible. Thanks to the nearly infinite amount of energy in the Quibble factor, the complete version of the Immortal System core no longer needs an external energy source. In fact, it can release the leftover energy like this. Is that right now? Was the energy of the Quibble factor extracted from me? The greatest innovation, however, was in the miniaturization of the core, enabling us to move it around. It can't be. And as such, we can now carry it on a ship like this. Fair enough. It's huge! No way. That's the ship. What's it doing over there? What do you mean the ship? Is there something you know about that ship? Stop driving me crazy and fill me in. Strategic Stealth Cruiser, New Ohio, was once the flagship of Delta 7. What? But I don't understand. The flagship went missing in the counterside ages ago. Yes, and that's why we're finding it in the counterside ages later. So, but why? Long time no see. Kyle and Sylvia? That voice! No way! You aren't you supposed to be dead? Regrettably, my life force has proven to be more tenacious than expected. Is the commander well? I don't believe it. You're really alive. You know that man? That man is the deputy commander of Delta 7 who went missing with the New Ohio during a solo operation. Brigadier General Dominic King Reginald. Deputy commander? As in your second in command? Yes, and I wish I could deny it, but if he's here, that probably means. I'm glad to see you're as sharp as ever, Sylvia. I am the founder and leader of the Replacer Syndicate. But why? Why would you do such a thing? What happened to you while you went missing? Sylvia, we got a transmission from administration. They're saying the lost ships are regenerating again. The dimension-corrupted areas are expanding as well. At a much faster rate than before. What? Yoon, Queen, return to the ship. Wilka. Yes, sir. It was a pleasure seeing you again, Kyle and Sylvia. But unfortunately, we do not have enough time to indulge in this reunion. What are you talking about? You think you can just pop out of nowhere and vanish again? Do you recall? Do you really think that little of us? You may not understand me now, but I have no intent of engaging in an unproductive battle with you. we will vanish into the interdimensional gap along with the second immortal system core. It can't be. We have to stop them. The new Ohio was designed for clandestine interdimensional navigation. We don't have the technology to track a stealth craft like that once it enters the interdimensional gap. Once we vanish, no one will be able to interfere with the Project Terracide from now on. Not you or anyone else. So long then, Kyle, Sylvia. As brief as it was, I enjoyed our little reunion. Once the Terracide operation is complete, and when all appropriate humanity has been transformed into replaces, I'll see you again then. Please send the Lieutenant General my regards. Bye now. Stop! Stop-oo! Stop-oo! That's kind of like an example of a story that I don't necessarily like. I know we do one thing and then they just pull out another one out of their ass. Eh. I guess that's where Mr. Mason and Jane Doe are going to come in, right? They're like working on a fix or some shit in the shadows. How are you feeling? Oh, so much for all that strutting. It only took one blow to knock me out. This is quite embarrassing. But I'm okay now. I heal up pretty fast, despite all appearances. Well, that's good. Anyway, how's everything going? I don't remember much after I got knocked out. Well, it's not good, actually. The Replacer flagship has gone and Sylvia and Kyle have returned home. Their former boss returned from the dead, and he turns out to be the biggest bad guy of them all. I guess they're going through some complicated stuff as well, I guess? Well, I see, actually, and I suppose things aren't going so bright on our end either. I'm afraid so. With our ship damaged like that, we won't have the entire company going off on missions anytime soon, but the administration seems to have summoned Commander Hilde separately. She'll probably be sent on missions to deal with the lost ships. With you being wounded in action, I was like, what is the W? I know MIA is missing. What is the W? But being wounded in action and me being such a low-grade counter, we were excluded from their recruitment for now. But since things keep getting worse, I've been told we might be ordered to go out there soon too. We'll be filling in for vacancies in the other task force apparently. Thank you for the update, Mina. Shiyoon, you shouldn't get up yet. You still have to you have to take it easy for now, rather. As much as I'd love to keep laying around, from what you told me, I think I need to get moving before they recruit me. Get moving? To where? Do you even know where you're going? Nowhere in particular, but I should find a way to resolve this crisis one way or another. How come? You were never the proactive type, though. Does this incident have something to do with you personally? I'm not sure. Perhaps. Or not. That's what I'd like to find out. Don't you have unfinished business as well? Your thing with the Replacer Bishop? You're not going to just bury it forever now, are you? But there's really nothing I can do. Now, what are you still doing here? You're not going to give up so easily, are you? Major, please don't cause a scene in the hospital. Oh, come on, that's the least of our worries right now. We can't just go back like sad little puppies who lost their tennis ball. But we solved the Elixir case and took down the Magellan's Prediction Society. Which tennis ball did we miss? We lost the mastermind behind it all in the end. This is unacceptable. Like I said, Lieutenant. I will not tolerate those who abuse their powers as counters. Never. I don't think they are counters, aren't they? They're not counters. And will let anyone else die in vain like my parents again? Oh, it's you guys. What are you still doing here? We're part of the police, not the administration. Thanks, G-Hub. The administration can't tell us what to do. Well, officially, but if the police ignore the administration's request for cooperation, most of the top brass would be losing their jobs. So why did you burst in here anyway? To catch those bad guys, of course. Wasn't that your plan as well? Don't be ridiculous. You saw that humongous warship too, didn't you? There's nothing we can do about it. We can't even find them in the first place. Well, that's true. Still, you guys are the task force. Surely there's got to be something you can do. I'm not sure. Even Sylvia and Kyle gave up on this and left, so it's not going to be easy. And speaking of which, may I make an interesting proposition? What now? Long time no see. And I thought you went back to Detroit, but it looks like you stuck around, Mr. John Mason, the intelligent mercenary. Long time no see, kid. Looks like they got you real good, huh? Oh yeah, I guess. Anyway, what's this interesting proposition you have for us? It's very interesting indeed. I got a way we can kick those cowards' butts, you know, the cowards hiding between the dimensions. Huh? Really? There's a way? Oh? That does sound very interesting. Follow me if you're interested. There's someone else who will fill you in on the details. I have a feeling like it's a specific Jane Doe, you know what I mean? I have a feeling like the whole episode starting with Jane Doe running away from the king, and her not getting mentioned ever again. It's just kind of like a big old Jane Doe is the character that we're looking for here, eh? Just have a sneaking suspicion. There it is. Episode 4. That was a banger. Listen. Episode 3 and 4 are banger episodes. I have no doubt that episode 5 is going to be another one, right? Episode 4, I liked it. Because, listen, we need more chapters where these two are talking, right? It's kind of, like, I won't say it's boring when they're not talking, Shiyoon and Hilde, but, you know, like every game's first story, or first, like, intro chapters, episodes like 1 and 2 kind of stunk. Kind of boring, like nothing's actually happening. It's kind of establishing, and because of that, it's boring. But this one, this one is episode 3 and 4, kind of like picking it up. But now we got more of these things. Ooh, I totally forgot that this thing existed. Okay, so claim that. Okay, just claim a bunch of resources. Evelyn, ooh, a healer. My healer being leveled up. I wish I got Carmen. Maybe we'll get a roll. I don't know. Do I see a roll anywhere? No, I don't. What's this? What's this box? Tier 3 initiative, counter gear, skill haste. Okay, skill haste. That's not bad. And this is to do chapter... Oh, this is a side story. And then we got a few more things down here. Okay, cool. No, I like that. That's cool, that's cool. We'll just piddle around for a bit. Might jump onto Limus Company in just a moment. But, yeah. Counterside, eh? What a game. What a game. What do we learn? There's a lot of double crossing. I'm not sure how I feel about all the double crossing and a lot of the fucking just, like, the villains having, like, an immediate backup. I'm not sure how that... It kind of just defeats the purpose of, like, any kind of, like, plan that the main characters have. If the villains always have, like, some sort of backup. I feel like the main characters haven't accomplished anything in the first 4 chapters. Like, no feat has been accomplished, you know what I mean? As much as that sounds weird, if you look at examples of, like, other animes, just because this is an anime game, you just look at it in, like, one that I know of, is, like, even in Naruto, like, they accomplish things, like, very small things. Like, they accomplish very small things, even though in the grand scheme of things, they don't accomplish anything until the end of Naruto. Like, in the first season of Naruto, they accomplish something. And it feels like an accomplishment, whilst I don't feel like they've done, like, the main characters, I feel like anything they've done is, like, an accomplishment. It all feels like everything has backfired and failed. Right? I just don't feel like anything's happening. Even the admin got more plans? Admin schmadmin, he's barely in the story, I'll be honest with you. I don't really look at him as, like, even a character at this point. I'm looking at this in a more broader sense of just the actual characters that are prominently in the story. It just doesn't feel like they're accomplishing anything. Like, you know, just a full small spoil, like, not spoilers, but, like, when Naruto, in the first season of Naruto, when Kabuto and Orochimaru just, like, kind of siege the village, and, like, everyone, like, kind of does something there. The defeat of Orochimaru there is, like, a small accomplishment that, like, the characters can actually revel in. Although it doesn't defeat Orochimaru in the longest run, because the man's fucking immortal or whatever. It still is, like, an accomplishment in its own sense, because the villains are, like, pushed back, and the main characters achieve something, whilst in all 4 of these first chapters, I just don't feel like, from what I remember, the main cast has, like, always... The end of the chapter has always ended with the main cast running away or being weakened. Right? It's always ended with the villains on the up and the main characters on the down. And I just kind of don't really see the point of that. I don't really necessarily find that overly interesting. Because in the long run, obviously at the very final chapter of the game, that's going to be 10 out of 10. Because you're like, oh shit, they finally did it. But I think as you're playing it, it's kind of fucking boring. Like, I want to get a dub one time in my life, you know what I mean? If I'm not going to get a dub through Gacha, at least give me a dub through the story. But then again, half the story, I guess, is ominous throughout Counterside because, you know, as the player, whose side are you meant to take here, right? Do you take the administrator side, who is actually you, or do you take the character side, who is not you? It's kind of hard to who to focus on. Because the administrator, although he's not against you, he's also not with you because he's technically not doing anything to support you. So it's kind of like a pretty fucking weird debacle of bullshittery going on. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. They are Merc doing their job is a win in their eyes, but I can't say much because spoiler. I just have to disagree with that because, like, we're, like, sure, you can technically say we're mercenaries, but you could also come up with an excuse for anything, right? Like, this is a story, and we are, it's not about, like, specific roles, but it's more so main characters, main antagonists, right? Main protagonist, main antagonist kind of the story. It's not more like, because you can break down everything to be, like, its own subcategory of everything, like, oh, you know, Orochimaru is not actually the villain, so he didn't actually suffer a loss, right? Well, he's actually just like he's like a, what is that, an anti-hero. He's an anti-hero, so he didn't actually lose there, right? So you can actually kind of twist everything to sound good in some ways, but if you look at it a bit more blatantly, if you will, if that's the right word, it's pretty dull. If you look at it a bit more just like good versus bad, or protag versus antag, it's kind of blatant. Or kind of bland, sorry, bland. That's a better word. How the fuck did he... Oh no, I thought that was mine for a second. I was like, how the fuck did my guy spawn over there? What the hell? I don't know why the enemies or my characters get used in the weirdest order, but well, whatever. Incredible. The dreadful double awaken drop. Yeah, it happens. The dreadful double awaken. I don't know why my Minister doesn't get used in the correct order. It fucking chucks out Chifuyu and then the sniper lady, and it's kind of fucking giving me like cringitis. The double awaken drop. The system suffled them? What system suffled who? The awakens? Honestly, true. True and real. Is that my last ticket? I hope so. The PvP takes a bit too long for me to care about it. Last ticket? Yes, okay, thank God. Everyone, thank you. Thank you. Alright, let's do some of the dailies, and then we might skedaddle over to Limbus Company and do some of our dailies there, if I feel like it, because there's not much grinding to be done in, not much grinding in this game, which I kind of appreciate. It's kind of just like a login and then leave. Kind of appreciate that. Do I want to do the raid? Not really. What about this one? Can we buy a character, actually? 600? We need 1800 for a choosable... There's 3 of these to be gotten. Interesting. Shuffle. Oh, the system shuffles them. Does it? I don't know. I think for some characters, or for when I verse some people, they just use it. There's in like their kind of like written order. But maybe I just can't remember. Yeah, I probably just don't remember it. Where was I? Yep. Weeklies. Where are we now in the weeklies, eh? What do we have to do? Enhance gear, participate in the raid, clear a dive. Honestly, we probably could go clear a dive, right? A dive shouldn't take too long, no. Maybe we can do a 10 roll. I want to try to get one of these characters, right? I want this lady. All right, let's go. You know, let's do that classic technique, right? That you guys always advocate. The whole shop resetting thing, right? How do you do it again? Exchange center. Oh yeah, we bought out this stuff to spend money. I don't really know what I'm short on, but I'll just kind of buy shit. Oh, shit. That seems like a terrible deal, no? 10. Probably not gonna buy that. Are these things worth buying? No? The classified employment contract, are they worth buying? Because they are the roles. They are? Okay. I don't think I want... I don't know what else I want here, right? Employee contract, thank you. Sure. Okay. You can't get them anywhere else besides event and weekly? Ah, okay, so they are just worth getting from any source possible. Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind. Do you get them anywhere here? No? You get them on the paid one. Cringe! Although the battle pass, I think, is not a very super strong point of this game. To no detriment of... To no shitting on the game, but I don't think it's a super strong point. Okay. Let's go do a dive, because here's the thing. I have not actually done the dive system extensively. Because obviously I don't think... I should do the raid, but I'm just not gonna. I haven't really pushed this. I'm only up to dive 3 when I could be getting major rewards later on, right? Major... Oh, hello. What's this one? No, non-battle sector safe zone. Okay, that one like guaranteed buff give, right? You unlock danger clothes? What's that? I don't know what that is. I'm not quite sure what a danger close is. Full 10 dive? Full 10 dive? I don't think I'll do 10, no. I don't think I will. I think... Because they take a bit too long, right? You have to do like a bunch of combat sequences. So I don't think I'll do 10. All units speed. Sure. I guess I could just speed up by skipping that one. Surely we don't need buffs for the last one. Surely we don't need a buff for the last one, eh? Pardon me. Oh. Big man, Greater Beast Brutal. Pretty bad name, but fair enough. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I don't know what any of that stuff is, except for the, this stuff, which is, actually I do know what those things are. Because the shop is, that's Anything actually useful? I should actually probably check. No. Rolls at every interval of 10. Oh no! Wait. Wait a minute. 5 gives that. If we get up to 10, we get 2 more rolls, which puts us at 9. Oh, motherfucker. I wish I could just set it to auto. They kept it sense to the when they will be full in 5 days. Die very important for Eternium, and the deeper you go, the better your branch die will be. So doing a daily is important. Oh, I have not been doing a daily. I haven't not done it since like pretty much the day we started playing Counterside. Go to operation, then go to the top middle. You must fully clear this thingy. Oh, hello. Urgent request, task force company. It's just me. There have been a lot of requests like these of lately. It's just the Mina counter side effect is most prolific around this time of year. Okay. Is the lore of this super important? It just seems like some sort of boss mode, right? I saw a big picture of Ministra, so I'm assuming it's a boss mode. If this keeps happening, they will lose the administration's faith. Prevent that, they're desperate things to do, even hiring the other companies. Company, doing that isn't illegal. Everyone, are you ready to help our valued customers? Sure. Please take care when you form your squad and put employees and supplies in the right place. Danger Close consists of elimination period in which you fight bosses and the settlement period in which you collect your rewards based on your rank. Danger Close. Rewards once claimed can't be claimed again after the reset. Danger Close performance points earned through Danger Close can be used in the exchange shop. High intensity thing. You can play on Nightmare difficulty with high intensity plans starting from the difficulty challenge, earn additional points through this. Cool. Why does she look so cool here? It looks kind of cool here. Nervier's crown. Sure. I do have a lot of resources to upgrade my character, so I guess before we do that, let me do that. You're all up. You need to be starred up, which I do not have the resources just yet. We'll leave that as is. You need to be leveled up. Very expensive. Really expensive, actually. Who's the next one? Sigma? I think Sigma, right? I think I wanted to get her this up. New Danger Close, the horror. I feel like you're getting it a bit easier, though. Okay, we'll have to find out. That's Nervia, not Ministra. It's Ministra. In my eyes, it's Ministra. Looks like her, must be her. Okay, Bronya. Relax, buddy. Get all that up, eh? Attack speed. Wait, is that the same set? No, it's not. Oh, so there's a difference between crit and crit damage, eh? Crit damage set. Dante's hands, eh? What else can we do here? Just increase this lady's basic attack. Looks like her, but it's not her. I understand that, but I will be calling her Ministra because her other name, Nevier or whatever, it's a bit of a tongue twister. Already start up. You need to be leveled up. Should be fine. Basic attacks also inflict crit damage. For improved accuracy, increase basic attack damage up to 20% depending on the distance between her and the target. Oh, sure. Why not? Okay. The ultimate can be leveled up another time. Great. Sure, we'll go for that. Alright, we'll try this then. Nervier, Nervois, Nervia. Watch Point Gibraltar. What's her name? What? So what's we're on easy? No. Sure, I'll go for easy. I don't fucking. It doesn't matter to me. High intensity nightmare off. My best squad. Ground units evasion minus 30%. Horizon finance unit attack plus 100% HP, and skill haste plus 50. Ah, it tells you the units. So Rita, Dash, Horizon. Ah, it tells you the squad, I guess. Sure. Yeah, just chuck the auto form in there, right? Because imagine trying. I think we put her there because of the cooldown or some shit. I can't remember what the cooldown is like for her thingy on Kim Hana's Majiga. Can't remember what it's called. We'll see what happens, hey? Surely nothing nothing bad. I have no idea what the base is of. Fair enough. 2,300. Honestly, that's the best score in the game, actually, I think. Unironically, the best score. I'm one of the best. What can I say? GG's, boys. GG's. Oh, top 78% of players. That's, like, if anything, that's the best amount of percentage, right? One of the greatest. Daily support rewards. Hold up. So what does that give me? Danger Close Perforator. Okay. This, okay. Sure. Normal? Yeah, yeah. Very normal. Alright, team. Go at it. Do I have to change anything up here? Maybe get Sigma out, eh? I feel like having a nice Sigma here would be good. And also, set this lady to leader, no? Get that bonus or some crap? I don't fucking know. Actually, maybe that would be a good one. Set her to bonus, the leaders, the bonus. Maybe put her there. Sniper is not that important. Maybe it is, actually, sure. Oh, we buffed her, who knows. We'll see what happens. Level 100. Now I'm assuming at hard difficulty she's level 110. Okay. Oh, she's almost dead already. Are you winning, son? Not.
Honkai Impact Third, Genshin Impact, Apex, Minecraft, Valorant, etc. is good for you, VTuber. Essentially what you've just said, Neko, is you've just named popular games. I hope that like you at least noticed that, is that you've just named popular games and said that they're the go-to for VTubers. Which is, it's kind of odd. You've just named popular games. It's kind of obvious they are popular games for a reason. Obviously, everyone's gonna be playing them. But then again, it's a bit of an anomaly once you start looking at the greater picture of VTubers like Myth, right? Hollow Myth. They play other things other than that, right? Like, they play Counterside, for example. This is why Defender is important? Yeah. But, if Defender, Defender, you know what I mean? They don't play anything other than this? That's an instant lie, because Hollow Myth, one of the more popular VTuber companies out there, they all play other things other than those games as well, so immediate fabrication that you've just created, just as a FYI. They're very prone to playing other games. Alright. Xiaolin and Sigma. Okay. What was I doing before the dive? I think we'll just forget about doing the dive stuff. It takes a while, and honestly, the Carmen and whatnot, they're gonna be here for a few days, right? When do Carmen and all? I do want to get Carmen, by the way. Like, I also wouldn't mind getting Maestra Nikita, to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind getting it. This is restocked in 3 days, so I'll be able to do another 10 of there. So that's fun. We're at 50 pity after that. I wouldn't mind having her, but that's just about it. When does she leave? Where's the timer? 12 days. So after this, we can do another 10 roll, if I remember correctly, if my maths is good. If I'm playing by then, that is. Even VTuber name. Even VTuber name. Vanessa's Gaming playing those games. Sorry? Sorry, pardon? I have no idea what you mean by that. She's hard to use, not recommended. Oh, I honestly don't care. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm just getting her because she looks good. That'd be the pure reason why I'm getting the character, is because she looks good. She can be the most difficult character in the game. I'd still get her if I like the design. Okay. What can we do? Sigma? Oh, the music is dying. Oh well. I think we'll stop for Counterside for today. The chapter, episode, whatever it is, 3, no 4. Sorry, no 4. Episode 4 was great. I really liked it. I really liked episode 4. We'll do episode 5 maybe another time. I'm not sure exactly. I don't want to put a date in it, because Counterside is one of these games that it's like, so far it's been a great experience, but there's really, for me personally, not a hook. There's not a massive hook. It's like, there's not something that wants me that has me wanting to play every single day. I think a big reason for that is because I've joined not on the launch of the game, and a few other factors. So the game has been really, really great as an experience, but it's kind of like reading. And I saw a comment about this when we watched the PVs for the game, right? The comment essentially saying that it's a very much like a oh, hello, I didn't know this stuff existed. What is this? Okay. I had no idea this stuff existed. It's very much like a manhwa. And, you know, that's... What is this? A mini one. Oh, this is getting her and then, like, level... Oh, I see. I had no idea this stuff was, like, a thing. It's like a manhwa. It's not like an exceptional manhwa. I'm not a massive fan of the story, at least the certain story nodes. But it's fine. Like, it's so far been a fun experience. The character design is probably what its, like, strongest part, like, in my opinion. Character design. Everything else is kind of okay. We'll definitely come back and at least finish off this first
part of the story because it's obviously been left on a massive cliffhanger. So I'll come back eventually. But I don't want to put a date in it as like well, I don't know when I'll want to do that. I want to play other games. I want to try other gacha games. So Counterside has been an interesting one. Overall, it's been positive though. Overall, it has been great. I've enjoyed it. But also at the same time, it's a lot of things happening. Like, half the shit in this inventory, I could not name you what they do. And so having a lot of this stuff just thrown at you, not an overly fun thing. I have no idea how the gear works and how you can get gear, other than just buying it, which is not my overly preferred method of getting gear. In general, figuring out what, like, the game has been quote-unquote power prepped by just awakened characters. So if you don't have certain awakened characters, or certain rearms per se, which you can grind eventually, can prove to be not useful if you don't have them, I guess. And yeah, it's just a game. It's just a gacha game in the space, right? I feel like the game, put it in, for lack of a better way, the game falls into this area of it's a good game, it's a good gacha game, and it's your reason to continue playing it falls down to this, right? It falls down to this. Do you like the art style or the characters? That really is. I don't think the game does anything so crazy that it, like, the system systematically or story wise, it's gonna entice you. I think it's just like it's a good game that exists, and the reason that you'd really play it is because you like the character design, and then the story and everything else there is like, it's nice to have, right? No wonder you don't have much gear. You're not going to survive 7 9.5. I have no idea what that means, but fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. The game doesn't really explain to you how to get gear, and that's like a massive thing as well. Like, I don't know what, like, I got some free gear at the start, and this further proves my point, is that you just get, like, specifically the time period that I started playing, which is when they, like, after they did the Origin update, they gave a lot of stuff for free, and you get given a lot of free shit. But with that, with the giving out of free shit, it also confuses people with, oh, well, how the fuck do I get this if it's not given to me for free? And it's just a bit of a poses a bit of a problem in the long run when you just give things away to players, right? It poses a bit of a problem. But regardless, it is what it is. We're gonna log out of Counterside for now, and we'll be back in Counterside. I don't know if I'll play it daily. Listen, I've got other games that I'd love to try playing. We've got a massive list of gacha games, as we all know. I have a list of gacha games that I do want to give a try. And here's the thing. I think I've given Counterside a fairly decent go. Again, like I said, we'll be back with it. But I've given Counterside a fairly decent go. I've tried a fair few systems. Let's go to the operation. Let's go through what we've tried. We've done a bit of the mainstream. Obviously, I think we've done half the mainstream. I've experienced a substream. Substream is just kind of other stories and other stuff like that. So it's kind of like, eh. Requests and all this shit, just growing and grinding. What other systems are there? You don't unlock a lot of systems for a while, to be quite frank. I don't think you don't unlock rearming and whatnot for a very long while, and pretty much until you finish the story. Workshop, that's upgrade. You don't get upgrading gear. I don't even know what that means. Tuning gear and whatnot is very weird. I've given it a fair go. How many hours do we have on record right now? We have right now a solid 30 hours on record. Substream is important though, a lot of story, but story is not necessarily something that I classify as a must-have to gauge the game. Gear is in request? Sure, it can be. I'm not going to do it though, right now. I'm not going to do that right now. I've experienced the game enough to kind of feel like I've grasped it, and here's the thing. It's a solid, like, solid 7, probably. Solid 7 out of 10. It's a game that if you like the art style, you'll play. And if you like the characters, you'll play. I don't think anything else is super enticing. Solid 7. Like, that's what I'll give it for now. I've liked it, but that's about it. So, I think the reason it can't be high for me, it's just the gameplay's like just not there. I like to think about my gameplay. It's like the same reason that Eversoul kind of didn't stick with me, is that I like to think about my gameplay choices, like in the moment, not like outside of the moment. You know, Eversol and Counterside are very much they're very much pre-planning and just kind of hope for the best kind of game modes. Obviously, a lot of people would debate me on that. Well, actually, if you plan about it and if you use your characters correctly, it doesn't matter. They're still pre-planning and hope for the best kind of games, fundamentally, compared to every other game, which is turn-based or action combat. So it's like, it's kind of an unarguable point that it's just kind of a hope for the best. And hope for the best kind of combat is not my preferred combat when I'm looking for a game to play for a very long time. I wouldn't classify it as only being art style, as you know. I've played a lot of gacha games. I'm not saying the game's art style is the only good feature. That's not what I'm saying. But when you compare it to other gacha games on the market, it doesn't do anything drastically amazing with its other systems. And the art style would be the one reason that you'd pick. And art style and characters are the only reason that you'd pick Counterside over something else. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying its art style is the only redeeming feature. I'm just saying that it's going to be the determining factor, because everything else in the game is not astonishingly amazing or detrimentally horrible, right? That's what I'm saying. This is why I said removing the chessboard is a bad idea. If the chessboard was intuitive and interesting, then by all means, I think maybe the chessboard was a good part and made the gameplay interesting. But as it stands right now, the gameplay, like, personally, I find boring. I find it boring to the same degree as Eversol, where you just kind of set your characters out and you just kind of hope for the best, you know? Because I don't, you know, not maybe it's just me again. Probably I didn't get too far into where a 2 gigabyte update for Limbus Company. Hold up, let's see if I can get this. Probably I didn't get to the point where you need to hyper like min-max your teams, but at no point in the story did I really need to care about building my team. Whilst I guess in Eversol at some point you did, even though it was auto battle, you did at like very early stages need to start caring about your team composition and whatnot. Which is probably the reason that that one maybe pulled ahead slightly in terms of that. But regardless, that's besides the point. Is that currently at no point in Counterside did I have to care about where I place my units or how I place them. I tried to with using the Kim Hana ability that she has, the speed boost that she gets, but yeah. I stay for the story, and that's absolutely fine. No, if you're there for the story and if you're invested in the story, that's absolutely fine. I'm definitely not trying to discredit people's like for the story. Absolutely not, right? Absolutely not. I guess it's just not for me. Because it's just for me, it's like, it's what, catch up? It's catch up, so a lot of the early stuff is like, I would have to really sit there and analyze everything that's being said instead of it being in the moment for me currently, per se. Did become casual for sure. Unfortunate as is. But sometimes that's what makes games grow in some areas, and in some areas it loses some things, right? The more casual a game becomes, it can either be a detriment or a positive, right? Because it entices casual players who can play it chill, but it also loses players who would like to min-max, right? It's like a weird scale. It's an unfortunate thing in gaming, personally, right? Because it's a battle that developers have to have. Is like you can't. No game can be like the pinnacle of everything. If it's a hardcore game, you won't have any casual players. If it's a casual game, you won't have any hardcore players. And it's kind of like this weird balance that you have to try to find between hardcore and balanced hardcore and casual content. Rather difficult. But yeah, I'm not trying to shit on Counterside by any means. I just don't think it. I just think what I'm saying is what I've experienced over the past, what is it, 2 weeks that I've been playing it. I've been playing Counterside for the past two weeks, almost like a month now, I'd say. No, not definitely not a month, but almost about 2.5 weeks almost. And that's kind of just my experience, and that's what I think. But here we are, Limbus Company. Here we are. We got some maintenance, boys. We got 20 rolls, 20 Jiminy Juices, and we got some new banners. You got some new banners. There's Mersault. There's a standard banner. And Rodion. Here they are. When the company is competing with other games, it's hard to determine what player base you want in your game. Yeah, and that's a thing, right? Obviously, every game will have its own specific audience and whatnot, and it's up to the player to try it and see if it's for them. I've given Counterside a fair go in trying to get enticed and get interested, and not like I liked it, but nothing there stuck to me super strongly to make me want to play the game for like the rest of the year per se, right? So yeah. Alright. Wait, this one is the oh, we have to use this item, right? This is like a guaranteed one. This one is like this ticket is only usable here, so this is like just a guaranteed 3-star. Hopefully it's not a duplicate for me. That'd be fucking depressing. Check Discord, I'm not so sure because I don't play JP, but I think the president finally appeared. Oh. You said one thing right though, the counter-sided story did require a lot of thinking and reading of both main and sub-story. Yeah, and that's like both a positive and a negative. Hear me out here in this explanation. When your story is super in-depth, and also very cryptic, because that's what I think Counterside Story is. It's very cryptic, because it's especially when you have Hilde and Shiyoon, right? That's cryptology right there. They're just like hinting at this ominous kind of idea or concept, right? So it's very cryptic, and you have a lot of cross-referencing between a main story and a lot of the side stories, and if you don't keep up to date in both of them, you won't have any context for certain things that do happen. It's very difficult to get into that as a general person, but if you're super into that, then you're super into it, right? But as a general idea, it's super difficult. So that's definitely a weirdly negative and a positive at the same time, right? So it is what it is, right? This is a 3-star identity assured. I think this is because they had something about like the game launch or whatever, and they just gave this out for free. So let's see who we get, right? I'm not sure if it's like 10 pulls and one of them is guaranteed or if it's just it guaranteed, but we'll see what happens, eh? Here we go, boys. Alright. It's this one. What it... Is that Rodion? Oh, it's the Bleed Rodion. Nice. I got Kurakuma Rodion. Oh, this one. This one, you got this one? Oh. Nice. Very nice. That's weird that we got the same one. No shot, it's like that's the only thing that you can get from there. That'd be so cringe. What the hell? That's cool though. She's good, right? No? Because that's a Bleed Rodion, no? No, it's not. I know it is. On hit bleed and gain poise. Oh, this buff introduced this? Oh, sorry, not buff. This patch introduced this. You can now actually learn from the game. Okay, great. That's a great one. But yeah, it is Bleed Rodion. Okay, it's not bad actually. She's pretty good. Wait, this one might be good to get uptide. That one might be really good to get uptide. Yeah. Okay, cool. And let's do our other 10 pull. We have one on Mersault and Rodion. I'm not sure which one I would want, personally. Can you inspect them? Is this an inspect? Yeah, you can. So, they did release their kits on Twitter. I did take, like, a skim, but I didn't really understand anything. So, stagger threshold by 60 on damage dealt. That's pretty good. It's 1 coin, so you can only actually get like a maximum of 6 damage here or some shit like that, right? 5 to 6? That's pretty weird. What? No? That's not right. Sorry, that's 7. 5 to 7. That doesn't sound right either, but well. It also introduces the new nail effect, right? Nail. Smash. He's also a double pierce and smash. Nail, start of the turn, gain 1 bleed, and increase the bleed count by this account's effect. At the end of the turn, half the count. Oh, this one seems incredible. You'd probably get it for this. Heal for 50% of the damage dealt and inflict 2 now. Yeah, this seems pretty crazy. Okay, that's cool. I'm not sure if that's like great. I don't know where that would probably put in the thing, but another Bleed Rodion and also Fanatic. So Fanatic raises the skill power of the final power by the count effects count against the units with nails for this turn. That was fucking hard to read. Apply one... Sorry, pardon me. Apply one attack power up and protection to the ally with the lowest HP. If the ally is from N Corp, apply one Fnatic, which is fine. The Fnatic buff is going to be really hard to do if you don't have, like, N Corp characters. I'll be honest with you. That's probably going to be really tough. Oh, you can just kind of hit these arrows. Great. Oh my god, this ability is great. Smash, and whilst Fnatic, this unit does 15 more damage, and then Fnatic, she applies Fnatic to herself? No, something does Fnatic, right? Gain Fnatic next turn. So you have to follow this up with the, follow this ability, and then skill 3. And passive 3, after 3 Wrath, after an enemy is defeated, gain 1 haste and 1 damage up next turn. If this unit is an enemy, or if this unit defeated an enemy, also gain 1 Fnatic. Pretty good. And again, after an enemy is defeated, or 1 haste, 1 damage up if the ally is SP with the highest SP. Okay. You'd probably want them as sold, though. Unironically. She's got double 2 coin, 2 coin, 4 coin. Assault coin, 2 coin, 2 coin, 2 coin. The thing is, the assault one is super high sustain because you heal for 50% of the damage, right? You'll be able to live a lot. Yeah, okay. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. But if you get both, one of them's a 2-star, one of them's a 3-star. We're gonna do a pull on this just because, right? Just because, right? Yeah. Surely we get lucky here, and we got Bleed Rodion, and now here we get no, we got nothing. I want to shit my pants. Unless it's Rodion. There it is. Okay. Well, this doesn't help, seeing as we just got the other Rodion, so this is not an overly... I'm not overly happy about this, but whatever. Whatever. We just got the actual good Rodion. Well, actual good is kind of a bit of a weird statement to say. Yeah, we got this one, the Kurakumo. But then we also got this one. I don't know how they can, like, here's the thing. Weirdly enough, what Project Moon has done is this. Is they've made a character in the most gruesome world look very attractive. Rodion is so attractive in all of her arts here. No matter what. It's a dark and decrepit and gruesome world, but goddamn. Goddamn. Got me acting up. Ishmael 2, dude. Ishmael 2. I don't have any forced ones, but goddamn it. They're making them good, look good. Reincarnate as a vending machine got an anime? I did see the trailer. It's pretty fucking terrible, I'll be honest. I'm fucking embarrassed to be an anime watcher whilst that anime exists. I don't want to be that guy who says it, but that is, yeah, that is what I feel right now. I will not actually do any story. Okay, that's cool. Hopefully, we can get like another 1 or 2 10 rolls out before this banner ends. Because I wouldn't mind getting that Merc sold, but then there you have it, boys. Extraction history. Okay. Tall women. It's not even just tall women, but just it's like just women. What else do we have? Nothing else? No, nothing. I will leave it at that. I just wanted to log in and do that because I know it had a maintenance. Pardon me. By the way, Reincarnate's Hot Spring Water is real. I think it's a novel. Sure, why not? Fryren got an anime edition? Sure. No doubt, no doubt. Could I actually maybe get rid of some of this stuff? It's on the 16th, right, that they're introducing the next update for the grindable up tier material, right? That's like next week, Thursday. Okay, maybe that's going to be the next time we play this. Or maybe we'll play it on Wednesday, right? Yeah, maybe on Wednesday. Yeah, because we're going to wrap up here for a second, boys. Tomorrow is going to be a story day for Honkai, so a lot more reading. I believe chapter 35 part 1 launched today for C, and it's launching in a bit for Global. So tomorrow we're going to do that, I believe. I don't think we had anything else planned. We are obviously at halfway through like chapter 3 in Limbus, but we'll finish that maybe on Sunday per se. If I remember, obviously. But yeah, tomorrow is gonna be Honkai chapter 35, right? Because that's out, and I've been waiting eagerly for that for like the past since the fucking patch launched. And I just want to see it through, right? So that's going to be then. Over the weekend, on Sunday, we'll come back in for Limbus Company. I'm still going to be playing the game and like just doing the dailies and keeping myself up to date. We're going to come back on Sunday, finish chapter 3, because we did stop halfway through because I just got a bit angry and we were overtimed yesterday. We'll do that then. Monday, we're just going to come back in with Genshin, a nice chill Monday. Tuesday, a bit of Honkai. Wednesday, we'll come in for something. Obviously, a bit early to decide. And then Thursday's Limbus Company, because we want to be there for the new update. That's really all it is. We want to be there for the new update so we can see the new stuff. So I hope you guys had fun. Be there for the story tomorrow because it's going to be the beginning of the end. That's the saying, right? I think that's the saying, right? The beginning of the end. The time of reckoning. That's the one. So hope you guys had a great day. Have a great evening, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. It confirmed that Goblin Slayer out sometime in 2023. I won't watch it because Goblin Slayer is great. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe and drink water, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream or video. Peace out. Bye-bye.